I haven't just woke up. I've been working.
I know. All right, let's get to it. So, folks have been asking a million questions. And to be honest with you, for such a short relationship, the fact that this has dragged on for so long is just like... But there's some things that are being alleged, things such as emotional abuse, habits, infidelity, and so much more. And I just want to kind of go through a couple things, bullet points, and just ba. I don't want to spend too much time, because again, I do feel like this is pretty juvenile, but I know she wants to drag it there, so we got to go.
Ooh, take me through there. Take me through there.
For those of you who didn't catch the first one, or the first live we did, essentially there's some allegations that I was like a deadbeat, or I didn't want to be part of, some kid, and I forced her to have an abortion, and it turned out that none of that was true, that I tried my best. And I was the only one out of the two of us who wanted to keep the child while we were in a relationship. And that dragged on. She kept changing her mind dozens of times, scheduled multiple abortion appointments that I was against but still supported her through. And she would renege.
Wasn't there a time when JSTLK was baiting a debate with you? What was that about? Why did he switch up? I have no fucking idea. When was this? I know that the Rose shit, when it leaked on Kiwi Farms, everybody was super excited because they were like, "Oh shit! Like Destiny's a pedophile. We finally have proof." So maybe it was about that. If I had to guess,
every time, and then come to the end of the relationship, she decided that
it's so annoying that there are so many weird conspiracies that exist about me when fucking every single fucking person and thing near me or about my life has been exploded or blown open onto the internet, and it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck could I even hide at this point? Jesus Christ. And so now the conspiracies that Wicked Supreme and Esports Batman and JSTLK are all running with, the conspiracies are that me and Rose are now coordinating secretly behind the scenes, that we have like a secret fucking agreement because there's always like another fucking conspiracy. Oh wait, fuck, hold on, wait. Before you do this, I don't know if we'll do this today. This shit is like, it's very, I just need this shit down. It's very psychologically exhausting, all this shit is. It's a lot, plus the money, plus the court case, plus the just annoyance of everything. But that's okay. One battle after another, they say, Hold on. Somebody fed me a bunch of, I guess since we're doing all this, fed me a bunch of JSTLK clips from the last few days.
Okay, well, it is what it is. By the way, all of the shit with, like, swatting or something, are these not just,
finding its way to...
Realistically, if you're going to blame somebody, wouldn't you be blaming Willie Mac? Like, no offense, I don't think Willie Mac's swatting you, but I'm guessing a lot of the people who've gone to his place are going there based on the fact that he, like, plausibly retained CSAM. I think he undeniably retained CSAM, but I'm guessing that's why authorities go to his place, no?
This is a workshop talking point because he knows it's not true. What he knows isn't true is swatting is not when the FBI visits you. That's not what swatting means. First of all, nobody's taken any of my shit, okay? Me when I'm on my 7th set of computers because I don't want people to know they keep taking my shit. Number one. And number two, swatting is when they send somebody to your place to like break down the door and like fucking they think somebody's being murdered or whatever. Like that's so that they have to like show like it's a show of force because they have to come in and like none of this is swatting, right? But he knows that. Yeah. So this is just like some weird fucking diversion shit. Oh, and this is also why and fuck every pussy, and if you're a friend of mine, fuck you, and fuck every loser who's like, I don't know about the doxing stuff. If your life is dedicated to obsessively covering, harassing, abusing, trying to destroy the life of like people or whatever, and this is like your public facing fucking job or career, I think that you abso-fucking-lutely should have at the very least your real life name and identity tied to it. I think that's a totally fair ask. So fuck everybody that's a pussy about that. Finding its way to... Not that I am saying you guys should go out and dox a bunch of people and all that, blah, blah, blah. Unironically, if you start doing that shit on my channel, I'll ban you. But I'm just saying that, like, if your life is being a public figure who is constantly brigading, harassing, stalking, obsessing over the lives of personal lives too, not just like politics. If you just like cover politics or whatever, other people, I think it's fair for people to know, like, oh, well, who's this guy? Like, why, you cover this all day. Like, who are you, Because the idea that they, like, what they want to be able to do is engage in, like, the most insane fucking shit in the universe. And if it all blows up on them, which I'm hoping it will after the court case is over and I release my manifesto, what they want to be able to do is just walk away from it all at the end and like clean their hands of it and never be associated with it ever. Yeah. Hold on one second. Man, kind of weird. What is this? I haven't watched any of these yet.
Okay. I don't. Well, hold on. How should I put this? If I knew anything about this, I would not be willing to say anything about who received it. I do know for a fact that I was informed that. Oh fuck! How do I say it? I think basically everybody knows enough. I was gonna try not to say anything. Yeah, there was one of the people he talked to was apparently one of like Darius's former mods or something, and eventually became a mod in my Discord. But I had no idea this was happening until after the motions had been filed.
He's talking about Sognik, who was the person that Abby was chatting with.
The motions had been filed. Then I found out that that's who one of the people she was talking to. But I don't think that was even. I don't think it's that person's DMs that are in the what do you call it? The filings, right? I don't think that's what
Why is Juice-Stalker and Al in a turban? Because he's gained weight and he is insecure about how he looks about it.
it is. Yeah.
So that's why he constantly does this VTuber shit.
Yeah. I thought they were taxis or something.
Finding its way to Joanne. Shut
Apparently
up!
they talked to multiple.
What is this?
Apparently they talked to multiple people. I'm just like I have no idea what's really going on there, but I didn't even realize that it could be like somebody who was around my community in any way until after the briefings had been filed or the
I had no clue.
forms had been filed, whatever you call them, the filings.
He always likes to act like he just like finds out some stuff and he has no idea. He has absolutely no clue. And it's funny now, obviously now, as some more has been leaked. And there'll be another big release in the manifesto. We're like, I have no idea. How did any of this work? I don't even know anything about any of this.
After that, and by the way, the messages were sent, and they were sent in like before I became a streamer. How could you blame me? How can I be blamed? These messages were all sent before I was a streamer. They're real messages. You can't blame me for this. I don't have a time machine. I was a huge fan of Destiny and Darius at that point. What am I doing? How could
It's trying to obfuscate. Nobody's talking about when the messages were sent between Abby and Sognet. It gets said, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't know this. Or maybe I do know this. And maybe every time I say I don't know this is because I like when they contradict things that I say where I know the truth otherwise so that I can later contradict them in the future. But who knows? I don't know. Or I'm just retarded. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm
I was a
pretty
huge
sure,
fan of Destiny.
pretty sure that Sognik is the one who sent the things to Gistigal. I doubt Abby did it because I don't think Abby wanted to be anywhere fucking near this. And then Gistigal is the one who forwarded it to either Pixie or Joanne, and then they're the ones that harassed Abby until she either killed herself or joined this court case.
And Darius at that point. What am I doing? How could I have done something? I don't know how to do this. Sorry. I don't want to like say anything that I think a lot of people just broadly don't want to be involved, right? So I don't want to say anything that's like too on the nose so that people get involved. I think people broadly just don't want any involvement with this whatsoever, right? Apparently, I don't know how to explain this to people. People think Destiny's a total psycho and are terrified of him. Like they are terrified of him.
You can see how much of a lie this is, right? Like they like to push this narrative, but what does DGG do to anybody? What is the worst thing? Like collectively take every single op I've ever had. What is the worst thing that DGG has ever done to them? Like wrote messages on Twitter being mean to them, calling them a retard or whatever. Like what are we talking about? They're terrified.
Terrified of him. And they want nothing to, even if they had relevant, helpful information, they are terrified of this schizophrenic loser,
Yep.
okay?
Oh, no. Trust me, guys, because this has to be the cope if they really know. I don't know how many of them are actually following the court case versus how many of them are like lost in cope delusional land. They have to have like a cope to move on after this court case. They're like, well, there were way more claims. There were tons of people knew a whole bunch of other things, but like they didn't want to come forward because they knew that because Destiny's harassment campaign was successful. Meanwhile, they're creating fictitious accounts to go into Hutch's chat in order to pretend to be DGGers to try to get Hutch to hate me. Or they're going into Pisco's chat to gas him up while this retard attacks his fucking co-host every single fucking episode, even when they have guests. Or meanwhile, they're creating accounts to go and harass every single person that's near me at any point in life to try to convince them that I'm a rapist. Like, the projection is unreal.
They don't want anything to do with this. And I honestly have a hard time blaming them in a lot of ways at this point, okay? So I try not to basically say anything that would get anyone else involved.
Like, the scariest thing about me is the image of me that these people have created.
Okay, but I don't think there's like nothing I didn't know anything about Abby being involved until I read it.
I had no
Knew nothing.
idea. I had no idea. Now, he's saying that now, but remember this guy's tone before when he's like, I can't reveal everything I know, guys. I can't go over. I can't tell you guys everything. I can't let you guys know all the stuff that...
Oh man. I had some idea. I had no idea about this part of the Abby thing. I had no idea. This is not something that was ever shared with me, but I was aware that Destiny shared pornography of Abby, purported, like, allegedly without her consent. I was aware of that, because...
How could you know that without knowing anything about her or anything about... Hold on, wait. Are people sending you my porn videos? Is that what's happening? By the way, Pixie did do that, by the way, and a bunch of other women did, but that's cool. Based, Queens, okay.
Without her consent. I was aware of that, because one of the people who received that reached out to me, and then I put them in contact with Abby, so Abby could see and confirm and take whatever action she needed to do.
Oh, so wait, so you were in contact with Abby, or...
But I explicitly told them I'm not involved in the conversation. I don't want to know anything about it. I told Abby, you do whatever you got to do. I'm not involved. So I am pretty unimpeachable in that one. Anyway, so I had some idea that he'd done that.
Some idea.
Her. It wasn't shocking when I found out that she sent a letter of engagement or whatever. Like a letter, what is it? Not a letter of engagement, Jesus. A letter of intent to file a lawsuit, maybe? Like, I think Joanne, whatever, filed another thing with him.
Pretty crazy.
Anyway.
Now, Joanne and them all lie and say they've never represented Abby before. They've said that continuously. Even in current court filings, they continue to say that, by the way.
Didn't Destiny do...
Wait, is Abby's last affidavit public, or was it filed under seal? Because the last affidavit that Abby filed, the whole one might be, it's under seal. They basically, this isn't private sexual information, but they added a thing where I think Abby says something. She's like, just by the way, also, I've never been represented by this lawyer before. It's like, why would you even add this? Like, Joanne is just like adding this. I don't even know if they contacted Abby about this ever, but Joanne just added this to cover her own ass. It's fucking, fuck, dude. Whatever.
Delete a ton of his DMs when this all broke out? Yeah, and nobody knows the truth or falsehood of anything he said about his DMs.
Really?
Nobody can confirm it because he...
Yeah. How many things have I lied about since the beginning of this? How many things have I lied about since any of this ever? Destiny, he's literally repeating the Abby stuff from this part. I don't even know what you're linking me right now. What the fuck is this? Coping about the case still going on because he never sent anything to Abby regarding Pixie, and how Abby was communicating with a former DG slash score out of Driscoll's named Sognek. Was Solo running the Impasa Whopper of all catfishes and had Rose in a Coomer Gremlin Faraday cage? Or the bit where Destiny forgets that he sent the candid little Snapchats from Rose at her school where she was, according to his story, sent on a child sex trafficking mission to find Yeah, the goal now is just saying that she lied about everything. Also, by the way, I never pretend I don't remember those pictures. I don't remember her saying that, like, there's a guy here that looks like you. I don't remember that. Maybe she did, but I don't remember that line of text. Oh, this is also why I'll repeat this fucking PSA, okay? I appreciate the ones of you that try to debate these people about, like, my court case or whatever. Don't waste your fucking time. Yeah, I'll do it for any of these people, and you can DM me. You can say, hey, there's this guy who wants to argue your doobie is in this fucking weirdo server trying to debate your court case. Oh, drag me in and I'll do it. But you can't do it if you, because these guys have so many crazy, like, rumors and lies and myths and shit that they've spread that if you don't know every single fucking fact, then they'll, get you down on some weirdo schizo train and you won't know how to counter it.
Nobody can confirm it because he deleted it all. He made it impossible to confirm whether or not these things are true. All he's doing is saying, well, I promise, I really, really promise.
What did I make impossible? Hold on.
Impossible to confirm whether or not these things are true. All he's doing is saying, well, I promise, I really, really promise that all my logs are there. Okay.
Went to Abby.
All right, you might be lost. I'm like trying to remember. This is like a year and 3 months ago. Something like that. Like a year ago. I'm trying to remember. I do know that when the, like, her, Abby being related to Pixie's case was like a total blindside to me.
And then bully her. Okay.
Didn't Destiny delete?
Oh, this is the same one. Destiny. That is from the same guy who posted Leftovers H3 and was live updating. Nice. They're about to say the, even if Pixie was lying about every single thing, we still know that Destiny's 100% an evil person and everything else was true.
Reason tomorrow.
Like I said, I was aware of.
Duh.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
And?
I'm sorry. You know what?
And?
Somehow a conspiracy of like multiple, just all of these women came together and all had this material you shared non-consensually. That's so shocking. Dude, it's whatever. What a fucking goofy. I can only be held responsible if something goes to court.
She's like 100% lying.
Wow.
And she's like,
They're about to say the, what did Pixie say in the beginning? 15 women, by the way? See.
I don't think it's
Just to be
just
clear,
because
still guilty of like many other. Sir,
Hundreds
if, like
of other
the sex crimes
sex
disappeared,
crimes.
hundreds
Hundreds.
of everything
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
he would
Is
still
what
be
I
in
meant. Sorry.
The guy who has the cops there looking for child porn every other day apparently didn't do anything wrong.
True. That's why they're here. It's not because of the endless death threats or other things that people say I fucking, like death threats towards me or people claiming I've made death threats, of course, yeah.
Cops just love wasting their time, actually. You guys know this? Cops just fucking love wasting their time going to someone's house all the time.
Well, actually, they really don't like wasting their time, unfortunately. But when you guys are spam calling them, saying that I'm about to do a terrorist attack or other, insane fucking claims you guys are making constantly, then unfortunately they kind of have to follow up on it because if I do end up blowing up a building, they don't want to be able to show that like, oh, they got a report about me and they didn't follow up on it. So
Every time. They just love it. It's awesome. They love doing it over and over again. Definitely, they would over and over again swat the same house. For sure. That would definitely happen,
I
guys.
probably worded that
No,
carefully, yeah.
see, I mean, like, am I making it all up? Actually, I have a flashlight and sometimes I just stand here. These are the, I don't want to like, I have these just like, I have like, these are just the two sitting on my table right now for like cards that the cops leave when they call me after I get fucking swatted. We're like, oh, if you want to follow the case, I'm not going to show the officer information or whatever. But maybe I just printed that out on cardboard paper so that I could show on stream to pretend that it had actually happened. Like,
I don't think it's
just to
just
be clear,
because
I'm
of
still
sex.
guilty of like many other. Sir,
about anything.
by the way, for a lot of time, I was like very clear. Oh no, he's not a pedophile. He's not a pedophile. Now I joke about it. I still think like definitionally not a pedophile. But now I'm comfortable making the jokes. Like if the joke is there, I'll use it. It's funny.
About anything.
By the way, for a lot of time.
Epic.
Yeah, we also didn't know about it until like way after Rose. I think it might have been even after Rose was deposed. And I think Supreme actually did not cheer it on. I think Supreme was against it the entire time. You see how like he can just spam out total lies with no substantiation repeatedly over and over again? It takes a long time to go through it. That's why I don't do this very much anymore. I just thought it was very funny.
It takes so long. Meanwhile, they're posting about me 24/7 every fucking day. At Destiny, have the snarkers managed to do actual damage to you, or has this mostly been psycho shit for nothing? What do you mean? I'm in a massive fucking lawsuit that's mainly powered by a lot of the lies. I would say they've been pretty quite successful to their credit, I guess. It works, right? And everybody else on the internet, no offense to anybody, but, everybody else is too much of a pussy to stand up for anything or to call anything out. Everybody just kind of like follows the winds. So, and this is like, especially in progressive spaces, it's like the most toxic fucking horrible thing ever. Is anything sexual to be accused of with, for a woman in a liberal progressive space, so...
Watching him lie today, okay, about everything. Again, if you ever talk to somebody about it, just substantiate, right? Just substantiate what you're saying.
Service.
It wasn't that, yeah. She said it was solo in the deposition, but
Ultimately,
that's not all he
the
said.
reason
He says anything but I was blackmailed and I had no choice. She's guilty of transmission of child porn.
That's just an insane. Remember, this guy threatened to kill her. First, he threatened to kill himself. Then he threatened to kill her and her family, by the way. Well, this girl's 17, by the way. But she was actually...
Yeah, we also didn't know about it until like way after Rose. I think it might have been even...
Sorry, hold on. Working our way through the fucking memes. What else?
I don't believe so either. Like he basically was telling everybody that this guy was like a cuck who liked watching, and that's why she sent a bunch of these videos to him, right? That the boyfriend was. His audience for real believes that this was an elaborate catfish, and Desi can't do anything to help take Solo down because that bitch Pixie, fake victim by the way, is trying to go after his buddy with Lauren to help bring him down, and he's really fighting the Matrix. No. That's because Lauren De Laguna wants to make it as a MAGA influencer. She's like a MAGA operative trying to take him down to stop him from championing liberalism and saving America. They're going to champion liberalism, but Lauren De Laguna, as a MAGA operative, saw this and knew she had an opportunity to take Destiny down and thereby
Ready, let's
destroy
listen.
America.
Yeah.
He's
That's
talking
what
about
I've
this Lauren
said.
De Laguna person
Yes.
basically doing a whole bunch of shit to fuck with him. Some of it could be true, but the idea that she made up anything to Pixie about doing this case is just laughable. It's very laughable,
Oh, of
very
course.
goofy.
True.
Wasn't Brianna Wu involved in all this too? I think Brianna Wu recommended an attorney or something.
Where? Like, you guys really have no principles at all. How did Jessica even know that Brianna Wu recommended an attorney? She did, by the way. Because Pixie reached out to Brianna and tried to get a recommendation for a lawyer, but the lawyer that they reached out to was the law firm that I had in New York that they got conflicted out of, which is really funny because Cunt Pixie tries to make this argument that I was never trying to seriously pursue anything against Solo, despite the fact that she was conflicted out of the lawyer that she got recommended in New York by Brianna Wu. I don't even know how Jessica knows that. Maybe I brought that up publicly. You said it once? Oh, okay. And maybe Jessica just heard it and remembered it. Jessica's probably been in fairly close communication with Pixie regarding this case. Because remember also, actually, I know that for a fact, because one of Pixie's exhibits early on in this case was her showing that Jessica was saying that he was scared to join because he might get harassed too much or whatever. And they tried to censor his name, but you could see his... was it part of the preliminary injunction filings? They tried to censor him out, but you could see his fucking name. Fuck. Not his name, his icon. I'm not gonna be able to find this. I feel like it's one of these, like, oh, it's like one of these. Oh, they fucked their filings up so much. That's all good. I wonder how much these fucking people that were obsessively hating me also kind of like gaslit Pixie into doing this. Good job, you fucking retard. Oh shit, hold on. Bags. Well, this is kind of a bag, right? Okay. By the way, don't want myself to be identified. By the way, want to be anonymous. By the way, attaches to your own preliminary injunction request pictures of your fucking face. What a stupid and completely unserious fucking moron. But whatever, good one, dipshit. Oh, this, when she tweeted that out. Oh, fuck. Fuck. What was the exhibit? I don't remember. I know there was an exhibit attached that showed Justicle's Discord picture. And he was saying, like, oh, I think I'm too scared to officially join the case. And it's filed publicly somewhere here. Oh. Did somebody find it? Oh. Justicle, do you mind if I say I sat down with your attorneys? Yeah, sure. What day / what for exactly? By the way, never got these DMs on Discovery either, by the way. I just wanted to say it today. Brettler just filed a motion in opposition, and I'm going to say this is precisely why I refuse to give an affidavit, because doxing myself plus Destiny, calling for my death, is too much. So, oh, maybe this was the only exchange of messages, by the way, that he had with Pixie. Maybe he's not actually coordinating with her a ton in order to release shit about me, or in order to file stuff about me, or in order to facilitate communications between his mods and her, or maybe I'm just hallucinating all of that, by the way. But anyway, yeah. I don't know anything about any of this. Principles at all. Also, I like how, like, every time I bring something up, like, I can literally fucking point you to the court filing, my dude. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, and then they're like, Destiny's lying about everything. Okay, well, here it is in the fucking filings. Where? Like, you guys really have no principles at all. It's whoever's on your team is okay. I never thought...
Talk about principles.
My entire life.
Oh, boy.
That I see a whole community where, like, you guys really have... What? No principles at all. It's whoever's on your team is okay. I never thought...
Talk about principles.
My entire life.
Oh,
okay.
You posted the picture and you agreed that that's what it was. You know that that's what it was. Why is he pretending he didn't... Oh, this is rough. Now I think we have to go find this.
Okay,
This
looks
is
like
rough.
I don't remember. I don't remember voicing that. Did I? Yes? Oh, okay. Maybe he did. The fake laugh, dude. I blame Hassan for starting this or whatever. I remember that I argued with a friend 2 days ago. No, it was last night, not 2 nights ago. And they were asking me about the they were asking me if I'd seen the loner stuff or whatever. I was like, oh no, I'll probably watch it tomorrow or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, have you watched it yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't watched it. And they were like, you don't pre-watch stuff for stream? I'm like, I never pre-watch stream. I raw dog everything. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll see tweets and I'll watch the video. But generally, I don't have time. I don't have time to pre-watch it. But it's funny because when Justico goes on stream, he's going on with like the most fucking iron forged talking points that have gone back and forth through this like schizo Discord community for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes. So obviously he's ready to roll out the whole propaganda lines. I'm just doing everything off the top of the dome because I don't remember everything. So sometimes I'll get something wrong or whatever, but like I'll correct it. But the fact that like he sees me like, oh, I thought this guy liked something. He's like, oh no, and he's like, see how much he's lying. It's like, no, I just don't have all of my talking points rehearsed with 12 other people assisting me and lying about it like you do, my dude.
You posted the picture and you agreed that that's what it was. You know that that's what it was. Why is he pretending he didn't?
Was he asking to lie about meeting with the attorneys? Why did she ask what time? I think he wanted to lie or misrepresent something about him talking to Joanne probably. Because Joanne probably talked to him and a bunch of other people. I mean, we saw that she was talking to Sabasexual, right? About harassing Rose. So.
Oh, this is rough. Now I think we have to go find this.
Okay,
This
looks
is
like
rough.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember posting that. Did I? Yes. Oh, okay. Maybe he did.
Destiny, yes. Oh, that's how quickly he folded right there. Destiny, yes. Oh, maybe he did. Maybe that did happen. Maybe that did all happen. What the fuck are we even doing? Why would he do this to himself? He is like, I do think he's starting to abuse stimulants at this point. Like, there's nothing else that I could possibly, there's nothing else that makes this make sense to me. Like, he has to be abusing stimulants or something. Like, to be like this and to be like manic like this all the time, starting, I mean, I assume he took like a regular dose before. I'm saying that now, I think maybe that dose is like tapering off and not as effective. I do wonder if he's not.
If a dose was tapering off and then it wasn't as effective, how would that be me abusing? Wouldn't that be the opposite?
Not like maxing it out to try to. Because I don't know. It doesn't look. The thought process is just so scattered and paranoid.
I like how he just says this. The thought process is so scattered. It's paranoid. He's all over the place. He's saying a bunch of crazy shit. And it's like, my story has been the exact same from the moment I filed this lawsuit. I don't think anything has changed. Well, the only thing that's changed is I've realized how insanely unhinged the other side has been. So I guess like that part has changed. But my story has been basically the exact fucking same since the filing of this lawsuit. And I've repeated that. And that's been demonstrated through every single fucking court filing. And it's been demonstrated through the 6-hour deposition I sat through with Joanne, where she wasn't able to get a single thing out of me that she wanted to. So, meanwhile, what was that for Pixie? I'm not able to authenticate or verify the contents of this message, so I cannot answer anything pertaining to it because I'm not sure if this reflects an accurate recollection of my thoughts.
I don't know a coherent explanation that makes everything that's happened make sense otherwise, because you're being blackmailed. You posted the picture and you agreed that that's what it was. You know that.
Also, I'm going to say this. I'm actually pretty sure I shouldn't have even considered this here. If he's talking about the school thing, I don't actually think she said anything about how this guy looks like you. I think they hallucinated that. The reason why I'm saying this now is because I think if that was in the log, I think somebody would have posted it somewhere by now. And I haven't seen it on Kiwi Farms. I haven't seen him talk about it. So I think I was correct. I think my assumption was correct. I think they just made that up to make it look worse on my part. So I was correct. Even in all of my scattered schizophrenia, stimulant abuse, whatever the fuck spiral.
Goes beyond what he could really force you to do reasonably.
How? Hey, give me this picture. Hey, send me this thing. Hey, show me a picture of you here. Hey, how is that impossible?
So she sees a person who looks like Destiny. She takes the photo of the person who looks like Destiny. He wouldn't have known that she was seeing that person in real life, right?
Oh, like this here. I don't know if can somebody link me this? Is it on my Kiwi Farms thread? Because nobody posts this anywhere. I think they made this up to make it seem impossible that there could have been a guy who was catfishing me. That was the goal of like this talking point. By the way, it's not even a good talking point. They could just both be actively catfishing me. Or it could just be that she saw a guy who she thinks looks like me and was like, hey, LOL, this guy kind of looks like Destiny. And then he could have said the picture to be saying it looks like me. Like, all these things are plausible explanations. But I don't even think that part is true. I don't think I ever said that. Unless somebody has... I think they just invented this talking point. Like, oh, shit, we can get Destiny on this. Let's just say that she mentioned this thing. And then we can say that there's no way then that it could have been a catfish because Destiny knew it. Or something, I guess. That's my guess. I don't know.
Known that she was seeing that person in real life, right? He wouldn't have known that. That implies that she was like, oh, I'm going to share this with the guy. Right? That's how we find that. How we figure that out. What? Now, Destiny has like a total kill shot here that could really help him. But I think he knows.
What is my total kill shot?
Knows that it's very, very scary to go and do that. Because if he were to go look up through his payment processor who had ordered his merch and narrowed it down to find out how she got that shirt, it might say the solo guy, but it may very well just say her.
Oh, fuck. Oh, he's saying, oh, never mind. He's saying that I, oh, for the payment stuff. Just kidding. You're fucking retarded. Everybody has this theory that I bought her the shirt, so I must have known who it was, and I sent it to them. That's not true. Some of the first quasi-litigation action that I took was trying to subpoena the company that I sold the shirt to. And I know this is true, and I can prove this is true because it never gets posted. This is the fucking... Because fucking Joanne asked me this in the fucking deposition because it was another fucking stupid Kiwi Farms theory. Apparently the company that sold the shirt, the merch that we did initially was called Cameo. I called them initially. I think oh no, they're not posted anywhere, but Joanne was showing me these. Were you making efforts to subpoena Cameo? Oh, she was trying to trap me. I didn't know if I could talk to her about the Cameo subpoenas because I was talking to my New York litigation firm at the time. So I invoked attorney-client privilege. I'm also uncomfortable touching that because that would involve communications I had with my litigation firm in New York. And then she said, were you trying to subpoena Cameo to find out Rose's identity? I think I said the same. Just to be clear, I'm not sure what you're saying when you say I produces evidence. When I say you produce evidence, it means you have a Bates stamp on it. Thanks, dumbass. That's what that means. Okay, I understand. Well, I haven't received the document yet, so I'm not sure I'm seeing what you're referring to. And then she passes me. I guess we had as part of our production, we did produce the emails between me and my New York law firm. I didn't know that initially. So initially I invoked attorney-client privilege, and then she showed me the emails between me and my the New York attorney. And then she asked the question again. So do you see in here that you were trying to subpoena, efforts were being made to subpoena Cameo in order to find out Rose's identity? Do you see that in these documents? And then it's a ton of emails. So I said, can you point me to the page you're referring to? She says, well, the entire document is about subpoenaing. And I said, well, I can see that. Yeah, we were making efforts to subpoena Cameo. And then she points to Bates stamp 2487. And I say, yes. And she says, there's a message saying, on or about July 2022, you purchased a t-shirt sold by Mr. Bunnell through an online storefront that was fulfilled by Cameo. So is this why you were submitting a subpoena to Cameo to try to find out the identity of Rose? That was the question. And I said, yes, the reason that I stated earlier, because I was trying to find this person's identity out. And then here you received this email from your New York litigation, blah, blah, blah. And I say that sentence. Yes, I don't believe there's a question. She said, and above that, this case is ramped up, blah, blah, blah. And she was referring to moot, I don't know, being serving Cameo with a subpoena, right? I said, she said, it's based on this email thread. And I said, then I would say, based on what she said, it seems like she feels like it's not worth pursuing a subpoena or it's not worth making the request that she made. Sorry. So did you think that it was moot to try to find out Rose's identity because the plaintiff filed her suit? And then I said, I never stated that it was moot. She said, do you think that it's moot? And I said, absolutely not. And she said, and your attorneys did not proceed with the subpoena, right? Did they? And I said, when you say attorneys, I'm uncomfortable with that phrasing because these attorneys are not representing me in my litigation right now. And she said, so is there no attorney-client privilege here? This was stupid. Sorry, her and Brett are fighting a ton, so I have to go back through their fights, or I have to pass their fights. So was this subpoena ever served on Cameo to your knowledge? I said, to my knowledge, no. And she said, and apart from that, did you make any attempt to find out Rose's identity? And I said, well, just this and the private investigator. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, maybe this will get posted in the future. But this idea that I knew the whole time...
Who had ordered his merch?
Shut up! Well, that I knew the whole time who Rose was because she or I bought it through Cameo and shipped it to her, or that she bought it through Cameo and shipped it to herself or whatever, and I should have known that. I didn't know! That's why I had to try to fucking subpoena the company. But again, I will say, it's hilarious when these guys bring this up because they're making it sound like it's so impossible or so unlikely that this could actually be the case. I agree with you. It's fucking crazy. Yes, it was fucking insane, and I didn't even believe it initially. Yeah, this is a crazy fucking instance of catfishing. I do agree, and it's funny that you can't even fucking believe it despite everything that's been laid out, so you have to accuse me of concocting some crazy fucking lie.
Processor who had ordered his merch and narrowed it down to find out how she got that shirt. It might say the solo guy, but it may very well just say her. And it's like, okay, well, maybe, maybe she forced her to order that shirt and forced her to put on that shirt and forced her to smile while she took a picture in that shirt.
I don't know who ordered the shirt, by the way. I have no idea. My guess is he probably ordered it for her, but I don't know because the big issue was I don't think that Cameo did the fulfillment at the time. I think it was another company, and then they went under, and then I think Cameo bought that company. So we were going through a process to subpoena the because they wouldn't respond to a legal request. So we were going to have to file a suit, and then we were going to have to subpoena the company that now owned them, which I think was Cameo or whatever. But then Pixie sued me, so I had to kill that whole line of fucking everything because now I had another lawsuit to fucking deal with.
Maybe. It all starts sounding like all of it is fairly implausible to me.
I agree. Yeah, it is. It is. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, JSTLK. Thank you. True.
Like the fact that he could ask her to do certain things, like maybe.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? What are the chances that an international sex trafficker would order my own merchandise for the person to wear and then pose it for me and then forward that picture to me like it's actually what I'm talking to? I do agree. That's fucking insane. Yes, thank you.
But the idea that he could like force her to do all of these little things, I just think that falls apart pretty quickly.
True. True. The more likely thing is there's a massive coordination behind the scenes, and somehow the FBI didn't uncover it when they came here 50 million times, apparently swatting me for child porn every time. Joanna just wasn't able to figure it out. Solo, the guy who leaked everything, who could have literally destroyed my entire life by leaking that me and Rose had some secret connection, he apparently didn't leak it or post any proof of that. Pixie never found it. No, I guess nobody. It didn't come up in the deposition. There were no inconsistencies there. Damn, crazy. But somehow we're just so fucking sneaky. We're always one conspiracy away from getting them, you know?
Apart pretty quickly. I don't know. Anyway, we keep going.
Wicked Supreme, by the way, also supports this whole conspiracy theory that me and Rosa are collaborating and lying about everything.
Do you think he goes and finds this stuff himself, or do you think he? I do appreciate him playing all the fat fucking WAP stuff on his stream. I do appreciate that.
Find what myself? Oh, the WAP stuff. Oh, who sent me this? No, it's always people sending me shit.
I do appreciate him playing all the fat fucking WAP stuff on his.
The irony is you were trying to help her and she chose to dagger you in the back instead. That's honestly is one of the most probably disgusting things about her. And I don't give a fuck who likes me or doesn't like me. Fuck everybody, whatever. My messages to Pixie were unbelievably understanding. Like I was being very careful in every message. Like I literally told her in our last big ones, like, listen, there's a conflict of interest between you asking me these questions because I understand that like you might want to sue me or something in the future and like you should have a right to do this and there are people that you should talk to and blah, 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 blah. Like I was incredibly nice in all of our messages. And the fact that that weak, spineless little sniveling cunt like swiveled this around to try to fucking milk me for money because I guess she was tired of living off of mommy and daddy's money for the rest of her fucking life so that she can get money to go to law school and become the next family mob lawyer is just fucking so disgusting to me. Meanwhile, she's trying to fucking pedo jacket me the entire time. Oh... that was her excuse in the deposition, in her deposition, by the way, when Andrew was like, why didn't you turn over? You guys are supposed to turn over communications related to this case. And she's like, well, that's not related. You reporting Steven to the police is not related? No, that was just about him being a pedophile and going after a minor. And I'm like, okay.
I do appreciate him playing all the fat fucking WAP stuff on his stream. I do appreciate that. That's kind of him. Is that a slur? Oh, I had no idea. You know what?
You had no idea that a weird word that referred to a particular ethnic group was a slur? Okay.
I would never say that if I had any idea that it might be used to slander an entire nationality of people. Noble Italian people. Noble...
Oh, he's memeing now, right?
Mediterranean people. Wow. Well, totally disavow that. Would never use it otherwise, okay? That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. I have no problem. I have no problem with Italian people. I love pasta, okay? Queen could...
Oh. The real meme is going to be going to fucking VidCon or TwitchCon in 10 or like 3 years when I get unbanned from everything because I'm totally vindicated. And fucking Gisticle and Cherry and all these people run into me and they're like, oh shit, what's up? I'm like, why the fuck are you guys even talking to me? And like, I don't know. Like shit was kind of crazy on the internet. We were all doing drama like 7 years ago, right? I'm like, 7 years ago? You motherfuckers are doing drama about me like 4 or 5 years ago. And they're like, what? And like, no, we all stopped making content after the lawsuit dropped. We all basically quit. And I'm like, what do you mean you all quit? And then I found out that all of these people are just fucking AI. They've all been AI for the past 2 fucking years. All of them. Oh. It's a huge conspiracy that all of us are working together behind the scenes.
No. This guy is so incapable of like listening to other people or processing arguments. No. The argument is that you don't really have your own coherent ideology or principles at all. You vaguely
He's trying to do politics now. Oh no.
At all. You vaguely gesture at liberalism, but cannot. You basically constantly make claims with no evidence. You never really make an argument. At least when it comes to shit around me, okay? You don't really have a coherent ideology. You pick villains and you demonize them, and then that's the arcs of your stream. That's every arc of your stream is.
That's him. Do you understand the projection? You pick a villain, you demonize them, and then that's your arc, right? So for him, it was me, then it was Ethan, and then now it's I think then it's Ethan. Me and then Ethan. Oh, and then he'll do like Dev or Hutch, like that, and that's all they do, right? Like, how else can you explain the unbelievable slurp defense of Taylor Lorenz? How are you defend? Could you imagine the Justical of 3 years ago? What would he say, Justical, when you were a child? What would you say watching yourself growing up to defend Hassan Piker and to defend Taylor Lorenz? Like, what's happening, bro?
Is defined by its villain. Not really defined by you doing something cool. It's defined by the villain that you have villainized. That's your stream. The concept of the anti-fan really does just belong to Destiny alone, does it not?
True.
That is like, who has the concept of the... This came to me, earlier today. It came to me. It's like, seems pretty obvious now that I think about it. Like, the concept of the anti-fan, that's Destiny's community. Right? It's just mirror posting. It's not even confusing. So he doesn't have good ideas or cool ideas. It's basically all defined by who the villain is, who the bad people are, all the...
The same thing that Hassan says, right, about me. My positions are all just anti-Hassan, right? I literally went to Israel and asked everybody there before we interviewed, do you know who Hassan Piker is? Hey, I know Hassan Piker. Oh, let's chat, motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Fucking time, right? That's all it ever is. And so when Nicholas goes and attacks those villains and gives people the best way to attack those people, and you can go, look, I was right, look how evil these people are, it ends up helping you.
Oh, it's so funny because I can kind of see, like, I hate, this is like the biggest, I gotta be careful when I talk about this because I don't want to have an actual fucking, an actual schizo meltdown. The weirdest thing is to see how many political movements and things like are tied together using similar-ish strategies. So, what was I going to bring up here? Hold on.
When Nicholas goes and attacks those...
Remember one of the things that I said? So Democrats and the center left, they don't understand kind of like the media environment, but sometimes stuff breaks through. When stuff breaks through, it's just because it happens to like resonate with so many people that you get like an organic message and it feels like really strong for brief moments in time. So like as dumb as it was, the weird thing was one of those. When people started calling them weird and the conservatives got mad about it, everybody on the Democratic side was doing it. You had this like rare moment of alignment where everybody was doing a thing. And for whatever reason, people couldn't figure it out. It was like, oh God, this was like, they're getting real mad about this for like 3 or 4 days. We don't know why. It happened a little bit with Gavin Newsom's tweets where although the libs tried to stop that one too. Isn't it bad that he's tweeting this stuff? But every now and then, me and some of Justical's enemies, I guess, will have some kind of alignment, and they see it as this like huge collaborative thing. I don't know if I've ever messaged Nicholas Diorio my entire life. I don't know if I've ever DM'd him. Maybe I did 4 years ago or something. But like, I think he's also convinced that I work with Diorio behind the scenes. I think they're still convinced that I work with Ethan behind the scenes, despite never having done it. And I guess Dan Soros Saltman funds all of us as well. I don't know how much money this takes, but he's paying for it.
Villains and gives people the best way to attack those people.
Yeah.
And you can go, look, I was right, look how evil.
I don't know if I don't even know what the fuck. I remember that I was arguing. It's so funny too. It's funny because I get attacked by my friends and I get attacked by these guys. I get attacked by these guys for like the Stacy guy. I thought that Stacy was another girl that I hooked up with a long time ago called Stacia. And I think I was attacking them in a Discord, and then one of them called me retarded because I wasn't even attacking the right person. And then I realized, oh shit, I didn't even know it was a different fucking person. And then I had another person I argued with, I think a couple months ago, because whatever, for Nicholas Diorio, obviously I have my history with him, I don't like him. And I was like, does anybody even? I think Nicholas Diorio, isn't he like a 300 viewer Andy? I had no idea that Diorio had become like the H3H3 after show, and I think he's like a decently big. Because he gets all the overflow from there, and he comes. I didn't even fucking know this shit. But then in these guys' world, I'm like the fucking ultra collaborator working with all these people behind the scenes to coordinate the attacks and understand. It's like okay, You had a whole convo with Diorio. Oh, he was on the J6 video. Oh, my bad. Okay. Well, that's where we really coordinated.
These people are. It ends up helping you.
People who center their lives around Discord communities are such incredibly degenerate fucks. Yes, Discord has kind of like become the new, I don't know if you say like Neopets, Gaia Online, like weird world of people who like maybe kind of Tumblr, although Tumblr even was more mainstream than the other two. But like, it's like when you hear somebody's like, oh yeah, like I'm on Discord all the time. That's like, there's some weird shit going on there. All the time.
Look, I was right. Look how evil these people are. It ends up helping you.
Oh. It's a huge...
Oh?
Hold on. We're working our way through these, I swear to God. Oh. Good one. Dumpsony. The self-awareness here, okay? Like, we're literally...
I think he watches my stream a lot more than he lets on. And he just copies the things I say, and like tries to say them back. Like, I think it's intentional mirror posting. Like, I do. I think it's intentional mirror posting. Like, intentional is in he listens to me a lot, and he's just making the same arguments back.
Clearly, we are the cabal, the self-awareness here. Keep in mind that every single time I mention them or post, they start posting about me in their Discords. They start posting about me on their accounts on Kiwi Farms. How many times have we done that where in the past I'll bring them up and then I like show you screenshots of them. Here they are talking about me in their Discord every single time.
The monkey do. The monkey
The least
do.
grudgy person in the universe. Like even for Willie Mac.
Bro. He's the least grudgy person in the universe. This motherfucker who has played the Mike from PA punching the couch clip 10,000 times because Mike beat him in a debate.
That's why? Really? Because Mike beat me in a debate? First of all, how many debates did I have with Mike? 5, 6? I talked to them quite a bit. The only reason I started to hate Mike is because he got weirdly personal and super ultra hateful of me and then started ducking and dodging me a ton. So I don't know where he's... Okay.
The least grudgy person on earth. Come on. The chat gotta call that one out, right?
Like, you understand that a grudge is based on a past... what's the word? Not affliction, not aggression. There's a word I'm looking for. I don't remember. But grudges are based on past bad actions that aren't being continued. Like, it doesn't make a past grievance, yeah. It doesn't make sense to say that somebody has a grudge against somebody who's currently, like, attacking them, right? Like, you wouldn't say, like, oh, Iran has a huge grudge against Israel and the United States. It doesn't make any sense. We're currently at war with them. Don't sue me, President, right? It's that you wouldn't call that a grudge, right? Mike from PA actively hates me and says shit about me constantly. Like, well, I don't know how constant it is now, but, like, that's not a grudge.
This chat has to call him out for that. I'm the least grudgy person on earth. There's no fucking way that he means that. There's no fucking way he just said that, right?
I think
He has a blacklist, right? He has a blacklist, yes.
Yeah, but the reason why... But, like, it's so funny because all of it just proves my point. The reason why I had to make a blacklist was because I kept letting so many fucking people back in that I shouldn't have. And that's why... That was the whole purpose for where the blacklist came from. But what happened? The problem with the blacklist is that I didn't even enforce the fucking blacklist. So eventually I just deleted the blacklist because I was like, fuck it, we'll debate this guy over whatever. So, I mean, like, what...
He blacklisted President Sunday for President Sunday making fun of his beard patch, his, like, bald beard patch. He's the least grudgy person in the world.
Pretty sure, one, that was an autoimmune disease, and two, pretty sure my issue with President Sunday was that he was taking to great lengths enjoyment out of reading incredibly personal DMs that had leaked of me from the solo guy who also posted 30 porn videos of me. I think that was kind of more the issue that I had with President Sunday than anything else. But we can pretend it's just because he made fun of my facial hair. Like, we have to invent, in hypothetical futures, we have to invent things to be afraid of. Oh, and it might have also been because of his obsessive attacks against Kyla as well. Yeah. Crazy attacks against Kyla.
Dude, it's like a 3M conversation, dog. And I'm basically pointing out that you, like, hate me and blame me for so much in your life that, like, I think you would... By the way, that's not, like, a super high bar for Destiny. Like, I don't think he really has any human emotion, human empathy.
This is why I said, I'm going to try this. I don't know if I need to drink first or whatever. I've got to try. I have to channel my inner fucking... I've got to cry. I've got to have cries in my manifesto thing because I can't convey the stress of my life to people or how obnoxious or irritating it is. And there are entire structures of people that are set up that are now using the legal system to try to destroy my life in 52 million different ways. While I also have to deal with real conservative threats that are trying to destroy me as well by demonetizing my YouTube channel or fucking me in however many other fucking ways, right? Like, it's a lot of stress. There's a lot of shit to deal with. But I don't cry while doing it. Nobody believes it. I gotta cry. I will. I'll do it.
I think he would just kill somebody.
I'm holding my alt for the perfect moment. Yeah, true.
Like, I don't think he really has any human emotion, human empathy. I think he would just kill somebody if he felt like they were inconveniencing him. Yeah, it's basically...
Like, who is this demon? Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Or sorry, I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all.
Okay. That sounds like a reasonable portrayal of me, I think, yeah. Like, we have to... was probably physically and
hold on.
emotionally abusing a woman that he was secretly dating who
You were openly emotionally abusing this person.
made an accusation against me. Oh, is emotional abuse when you're mean to somebody? What do you mean openly emotionally abusing? At the same time, 2 hit piece videos about me dropped and Pixie made her Substack on me.
Yeah, he did all the things in this case.
Okay.
It's
He
very
kept Cherry
weird.
on his stream in an abused state relationship, 72-hour
Okay.
hold for...
Sorry, I'm not gonna go through his.
Oh, what? You don't want to comment on that? On the girl who was so mentally ill that you said that me even associating with them counts as sexual and psychological abuse, but you called the fucking cops on this person, had them thrown in a psych hold for 3 days, and then immediately dragged them to your fucking house and forced them to stay there while you milked them for content on your stream about me? You don't want to talk about that? Oh, okay. Okay, big boy. Really sure on that. I don't actually know. Actually, I can.
I'm not gonna go through anything he's talking about with
Just
that
go with
person.
Of course you're not.
He
The
should-
person that he said, by the way, that he was also using for sex and everything at the same time because his fat fucking porker ass can't get anybody else besides like mentally abused and mentally raped people by him and his community that he's dragging out here, forcibly fucking committing to psych wards and then dragging them back to his house and telling him every day, you have to get on my stream, you have to be on my stream, so we can talk shit about Destiny, that guy abused you, he talked shit about you. And then, fuck, I just want the one, I need the... Where's the screenshots of Cherry with that one thing? Hold on. Fuck. I need my own people. I'll be your Dr. K. I don't like to... Also, as a thing... I don't like to bring up Cherry's stuff a lot because I feel like she's... I don't like to... If somebody has like removed themselves from a situation, I really don't like to drag them back in. It does feel shitty. This is why I generally only have positive things to say about Melina. I will say for Cherry, I don't know if I've said many positive things about her, but like when Cherry's at her best, I think Cherry is a super funny, cool person, whatever else. The content that she was doing was actually really cool for her shows and everything else. So it does feel shitty to drag her through this over and over again related to Jessica. Like, I don't like that. That's very annoying. But, I mean, fuck. Sometimes there might gotta be some collateral. Where is that goddamn DM? Cherry leaked a DM where Jessica was saying, no, this wasn't a leaked DM actually. It was Cherry saying that Jessica had told Cherry that he will be her personal Dr. K, that he will help her with her psych problems and mentally coach her enough as long as she can just keep being on his stream to attack me while also hiding the relationship from everybody else as well, because he did lie about that. Also, remember, the only reason we even found out about that was because I don't even know what happened, but Kelly Jean and, because he was trying to hold together unstable forces, Kelly Jean and Cherry in the same community, and these two hated each other, and when they finally blasted apart, Kelly Jean ended up leaking, by the way, this random girl that Jessica just happens to have on the stream all the time, he's been dating her for 8 months, by the way. Fuck. If somebody finds that picture, link it, but funny that he doesn't want to talk about or go over any of that.
Not talk about that person at all. If he had any humility, any empathy as a human being, he would not talk about that person, but he doesn't.
Even though it came out in a court filing that Jessica and Pixie were communicating with each other. Remember, they tried to redact his name, but they left a picture there.
I don't think I even tried to hide the fact that... Did I try to hide that?
Did
I laughed about it when it came out.
Oh, he's asking if he tried to hide it?
It was going to be pretty obvious. I think, wasn't it like really obvious just from the messages I was sending who I was? Like the thing that they were actually putting in the filing. Was that not just obvious that it was me? I think that was the funny thing. Was they redacted it poorly and I just laughed about it because I'm like, well, it was just obviously...
Fuck. I want to do a fake just to laugh, but I don't have it in me right now.
It was just obviously going to come out.
But it was... After earlier saying he wasn't involved. How many more of these are there? Jesus, fuck. gotten a discovery between conversation between her and Justical, because they're either all deleted or they communicated on Signal. And then him and his community were involved.
I've never
in never what?
the Discord screenshot. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here?
The what? Never what? Attacking
Let's go.
me, my girlfriend, my
Thank you,
son.
Layla Sims.
Gotten a discovery between conversation between her and Justical.
Sure.
Remember, Justical was begging Cherry after accusing me of.
Oh my God.
Can't talk about any of that.
This has been litigated to death.
No, actually, he hasn't. He's never really spoken on this ever. His excuse constantly, I don't have all the clips like they have of me, but his excuse constantly is that, like, this is personal, so I don't want to talk about it, guys. Must be nice to have a personal life that you don't have every single motherfucking lunatic on the internet constantly digging through and then trying to find single statements to crucify your entire fucking history,
I agreed not to cover this stuff on stream. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, must be nice. Must be nice for you. I'm glad that you have that privacy for your personal life. Good for you, buddy.
All right. If you want, I'll give you guys the timestamp. You can go listen to whatever he's... Oh, I can't give you the timestamp. It's pretty reasonably easy to find it. If you think he's going to say something, I'm not trying to hide anything from you, but it's been litigated to death, and I've agreed not to. So.
To death. Not like my court case, though. That's been litigated for a year and a half, literally.
Like, I think, but... By the way, he is the person, if you just look at... Nope, I'm not going to... I think that's just... I'm not going to talk about it. Move forward.
Of course.
Interpreter.
Shredded, and there's feathers everywhere. Imagine you've got like a window here, and like the glass is like fucking bright. Why is he still watching? Oh, am I still talking about them in this? I don't remember what this analogy is for. Why does it look like there's like hanging balls? Based? Because you threw a baseball through it, right? And then
And then there's a black guy there. Are you going to defend that? Are you going to say you need proof that that black guy fucked up that room? What, are you some kind of N-word lover? You want like proof of things? Are you some kind of fucking N-word lover, buddy? Are you some kind of N-word lover? You just think the black guy's innocent? He was in the room. He did it. No, why would I need evidence that he did it? Why does it matter that his fingerprints aren't on anything? Why does it matter that he says he just walked into that room like 2 seconds before you? Why does any of that matter? He's there, and it looks like he's guilty. And I don't know why you'd suggest otherwise.
mom comes in and just starts screaming and then leaves. And then imagine you've got like the two siblings are here and they're like, why do you think mom is mad? And it's like, maybe she's on her period today.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
mom's just a fucking bitch. Like, I don't know, man. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think maybe
This
she
is
should
way
have
different than I thought it was gonna be.
Hello? This kind of like
Like, he's trying to imply that, oh, they're guilty for it. This is
What?
not the situation that's currently there.
okay. I don't know if he got that at all, but okay.
His original pretext for like the doxing stuff is just laughably not my fault. Like it is. I'm just waiting for him to write this manifesto that he says he's going to write because
So they can try and endlessly nitpick and needle every little tiny thing like Pixie's
Right.
done, but
because
my manifest, it's crazy. I feel like I'm on a pretty good run. For manifestos. I feel like I've dealt my fair share of damages to people, but okay.
there's no coherent narrative he can put together that makes it make sense
Oh, nothing. Okay.
at all.
Okay.
Right? It will totally fall apart under any scrutiny.
True.
And I'm just looking forward to it. It'd be very funny.
I guess like the fart sniffing, we just threw it. He messaged me once to tell me that stuff was leaking. And I was like, okay, let me know.
You know, this
So you had,
embarrassing
like,
shit. Oh, wait, is that true? I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure I actually was like, didn't you message me? Yeah, we talked through this. He asked me for screenshots of stuff. Yeah, he was literally asking me for this stuff. Yeah, you're asking me for the logs of the Solo Rosa person over the past month or something. Yeah. Dude, weird.
Personal.
My claim here is he tried to act like he was like being a close friend or confidant during this, which was not true, but okay.
Say that I kickstarted Fuentes' career, that I'm responsible for his career 10 times over. Also, his son fucked a 15-year-old when he was busy enough.
Oh, Connor is apparently, did he say this? I guess he's getting divorced or whatever. So these guys were like, because Connor is a person who they feel like hasn't disavowed me hard enough. So I think they were all going over his shit. Like, why are you even covering this guy? Why would you even cover Connor? Like, what is your interest in this space on the internet? It's just to attack people around me.
That brothel in Berlin, and that's why he doesn't like to talk about it as much now. Yeah. I don't think Dustin knows that for a fucking fact. I don't think he fucking knows that at all. Same thing with fucking Nuxtaku. But saying that Hassan, the fucking socialist, who thinks that fucking people are enslaved by the system of capital.
Dude, Connor, you're really embarrassing. This is really shameful. This is like totally shameful stuff.
Went to a fucking brothel and paid to bang a fucking prostitute.
Chad Logic covered the entire thing and made fun of him the entire time last night, such this morning. Yeah, this is the annoying thing is that they try to, because if they don't have somebody directly under their control, then they'll try to like watch and react and then harass and then do gay ops and then show up on their actual accounts and their Discords and in their Twitter and their comment sections. And I don't know. The one thing that I just don't know, that I just can't, is like, I don't know what the driver is for this. But I think that I have like an unusually short, I don't know what you would call it. Like in terms of, would you call it emotional memory, I guess? Where like, I just can't be fucked with this for so long. Like I can hate somebody and I can sit down and I can like fucking write a manifesto. Let's go. But to be like this obsessed for so long. I still don't know what gay apps is. Gay apps is when you, it's like the internet name for astroturfing. Like we're going to go make a bunch of fake accounts. We're going to go in this person's chat. We're going to pretend to be other people. And then we're going to like change the discourse basically.
In violation. Like if you
It's called being Catholic and believing in forgiveness. It's not even It's not like I'm forgiving people. I'm not trying to say like, oh, you know, like, well, the reason I realize it is because, well, if you holding in anger is like drinking poison and expecting it to hurt the other person. So I realize that I just don't have the feeling. It just like goes away because I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm actively doing like streaming and fighting with other people, so I just don't have the emotional memory for it. But no, it's not like I'm actively forgiving these people. It just like falls off after a while. But I feel like it's probably more normal than not. Maybe, I don't know.
fucking brothel and paid to bang a fucking prostitute in violation. Like if you think that the woman's a slave, she can't consent. If the sex worker is a part of a system that makes her a slave.
Okay, all right. Somebody get me the clip of Destiny talking about the girl who was like, he's pretty sure was sex trafficked and he still got a hand job from them. Anyone got that clip?
People love to fucking, I don't know where the original story is. You can go find the story. People love to act like that I'm like a fucking prostitute rapist or whatever. I know I've told the story because they're referencing it. And I think I've referenced the story a few times. When I lived in California, I'd always heard about like, not rug and tug. What do you call them? Rub and tug. Right? You can like go to massage parlors and get fucking hand jobs or do prostitution or bullshit. And I was like, you know what? I want to try this one time because I've never experienced this before. So why not? Why not fucking try it one time? And I did try it one time, and it was a horrendous fucking experience. Though it felt like the lady, I don't think she could speak English. I'd use my phone to fucking translate. It felt like this lady was a fucking, maybe just because of that, it felt like she was being fucking trafficked or some, like, this lady was like 40, 50 years old or whatever. It was just a horrible, terrible, not good experience. I hated that. Everything about that was like really bad. But people try to like, when they tell this story, they're like, Destiny loves visiting these fucking brothels and he loves going to these trafficked women or whatever. Like, I'm trying to think if I'm in my I try to remind everybody to hate women. I'm on my man-hating arc. I think for a while I was on the all sex is rape train. I feel like prostitution is just not, that's a hard one. I think if you really get into it, I don't know if you could defend any prostitution in terms of it being like a moral thing, but I don't know. But this especially was not good. Not good. But I don't know, they try to bring this up like an own or something. I don't know.
Somebody get me the clip of Destiny talking about the girl who was like, he's pretty sure was sex trafficked and he still got a hand job from them. Anyone got that clip? Anyone got that clip? Connor has offended me. He's offended my sense.
But like, Hassan was like bragging. He loved it. I don't know. I don't have the original clip. Where's the original clip of Hassan talking about going to the brothel in Germany? Like he brings that up as like a point of pride. He loved going. That it was so cool or whatever.
Ability. So now I need the clip of Destiny telling the story about how he went to like some fucking, like some happy ending place. He's pretty sure the woman was sex trafficked and that she didn't seem really into it, but he still got a hand job anyway.
What do you mean still got a hand job anyway? That was the only thing they did. There was no... Does he think that I was like there for like an hour-long massage, and then at the end of the hour-long massage, when I'm like, man, this girl's like fucking trafficked and everything. Fucking struck me. Like, it was like, for the whatever I don't know how normal or whatever, but for this, it was like they fucking gave you the shittiest rub for like 20 seconds, and then you were supposed to like say something or offer something, and then they give you like the worst the worst hand job of the world. I want to say the totality of my experience was probably like fucking... It was less than 10 minutes for sure. This was it was a horrible, not good. I don't even know if I got hard. That was how fucking horrible this... I hated everything about this. It was not a good feeling. Not a good meme. Not a good trip.
Can we do that? Do we want to do that? I feel like I want to do that.
That's crazy, but okay.
Somebody had that shit ready to go. Jesus. Holy.
You ever say that I kicked...
It's like... What is this? Oh, hold on. 2K, okay. Wrong monitor. It's like, okay. Oh, DGG Foot Soldiers. That means that this video was posted from Kiwi Farms, and it looks like he's seeing it on Twitter. So I'm guessing the Substance reposted this. It was probably a Raul Kittenhouse video that was made for him, and then he probably posted it on his own account on Kiwi Farms, and then the Substance ripped it from here. And then sometimes just to go watches these videos on stream while he promotes it to his own audience to get them to repost shit on Twitter. It's so cringe, bro. Holy shit. I don't even know. How old is this clip? But okay. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
this is the hand job thing.
but are you like a fast stroker or kind of like a slow stroker, dude?
I mean, I'll do.
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, man. That was not a gay question at all. That was not the gayest question I've ever heard in my life at all. We're back to Connor.
She can't consent.
That was just a totally fucking insane question to ask. I have no fucking idea why you did that just now. That was insane.
God damn it. These fucking people, man.
Not your child trafficking claim about his
It's like the only thing I know about those places are from American movies and thought they worked like that, like a normal massage with a happy ending. There might be. I don't know. Like I said, I've only gone to one of these. Generally, I'm not like a. I like. I like the idea. Listen, okay. I am a loser. Okay, I need my women to be into the exchange. I've tried to channel my inner. No, I'm just kidding. That's too edgy. I can't do it. But it feels weird. If I feel like the person doesn't want to be there, and then obviously with any kind of like paid exchange or prostitution, it's like.
easy way that desperately try to attach bad things.
Selective outrage is so transparent. Okay. Yeah. I just want this. This is like Exhibit A of just how much Destiny self-victimizes. It's very sad.
What am I? Dude, I'm sorry, but I will take credit. I am the least. If I wanted to victimize myself, bro, there are so many fucking ways that I could talk about everything in my life. Holy shit.
You got people who are willing to go into chats where like we think you also are a pedophile rapist. But sincerely, like for Destiny I wouldn't commit. But for you, whoever you are a pedophile rapist almost certainly, okay? I am committed to that. I would debate that. Absolutely. But
What was he talking about?
that's like the example. You come into places where nobody wants you, nobody likes you, and you're just like, I need to defend Destiny. That's how much he self-victimizes, just from the clip, from the segment earlier, just so we're aware.
Hassan's name.
I said that Hassan Piker visited a brothel that
Keep
was later
watching.
raided for suspected sex trafficking.
Easy way. Implications about Hassan that people make from them.
It's obvious bait. Read his examples. Oh, I didn't read his examples. Do you think it was insincere? Hold on, I'll read his examples. You're right. I didn't. Many years did Hassan lie about the N-word manifesto or misrepresent Destiny's conversation about the ethics of CSAM as treatment?
Uh-oh.
No, that's sincere. No, that is totally a Destiny fan. Absolutely, that's a Destiny fan right there.
What?
You thought that was a joke.
Oh,
You,
okay.
Holy X Trail, you're like, oh, he's memeing. He's memeing, man. No, he's not.
Are deliberately misleading. Implications about Hassan that people make from them. Who in 2024 posted a tweet encouraging people stuck.
Also, I have no idea about I basically don't know a lot of the history of Destiny and Hassan. I don't think I've even watched that full debate ever, the N-word manifesto debate or whatever. So I only have other people's characterizations. I know how faulty they've been going into like the past 3 years. So basically, I just don't care. I've seen Destiny's conduct up close and personal. I know he's a disgusting freak. I have no interest in defending him. I'm sure lots of people do have an interest in defending. I've seen Destiny's conduct up close and personal. I know he's a
What is he fucking watching my jork videos? Oh.
disgusting freak. I have no interest in defending him. I'm sure lots of people do have an interest in defending him. I don't care. Fuck off.
Behind pro-Palestinian protesters to take matters into your own hands. He then went on Fox News and suggested that in Arkansas, protesters would be thrown off of bridges.
If something like this happened in Arkansas on a bridge there, let's just say
I literally don't care. Again, you seem to be thinking that when I watch this, I'm talking about how cool and awesome Hassan is. I'm saying that these people are lying about Hassan and misleading people.
Yeah, I'm not a big Hassan fanboy now. I'm just defending him every single time I see him being unfairly attacked by people that I hate.
I'm saying that these people are lying about Hassan and misleading people because they've done bad things and they're trying to get away with them by using Hassan as a foil. I am not arguing that Hassan is therefore cool and should lead America. That's what you're arguing. Well, I assume.
By the way, before Jistical defected from my community, besides the bot, Jistical had the #1 most mentions of me in my chat of any other chatter, by the way.
I don't care. I don't care. Hassan could have lied about those things. That's totally in line with how I conceive of Hassan. I don't care. I'm more focused on like the rapist who's using Hassan bad to get away with shit, the person who groomed
That's me.
children, and
That's me. Wait, is that the same? Is that both me?
created like honestly on scale groomed children in a way that almost nobody else on the internet has in Noxtaku. I'm more
next talk. Okay.
concerned about these people. That's why the video doesn't even talk about Destiny, bro.
Assessing a private stream after. Please don't. I want to finish watching. My kick VOD is always available. Wait, Stardust, has that crazy Marwan girl ever talked about you before? Bro, that chick is mentally unwell.
Why are you here talking about Destiny? Why is Connor making it about Destiny? This video is not about Destiny.
I think there'd be a
Who in 2024
Occupying force is literally legal, definitionally legal.
so
Killing combatants is not legal, you fucking dipshit.
True.
Or excuse me, killing non-combatants if I said combatants.
Oh, that's also true, depending on.
I'm gonna have to watch this again on Monday in order to fucking rip this fucking segment.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Muppet Black, why don't you call in?
Part the segment sucks so much fucking ass.
You want to argue?
clearly
Call
Hassan is
in,
discussing
man.
international law as it relates to resistance against
Call
military
in,
forces in
dog.
illegally occupied territory.
Occupying force is literally legal.
Okay. Okay, this last one from yesterday.
Other statements in order to arrive at that conclusion. But I will admit that.
Oh, no, wait. Is this the same clip? Oh, no.
Didn't you argue that Asmongold is correct and you don't need to talk in order to have arguments?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but
Uh-oh.
if you want to talk on my stream and have
Oh, because he was defending Asmongold, ducking me for a debate.
arguments? Yeah, but if you want to talk on my stream and have an argument with me, you can come on the stream. If you just want to like tweet at me and I can answer it later, that's fine.
Sorry. I feel like I've answered this a million times. Why do you even cover this shit? He's clearly doing it on purpose. He loses nothing by just saying no you on repeat, and then you ops will just echo chamber it. The only people that see your responses are the people that believe it already or your community that can see he's just saying no you. The problem is that you guys don't see it. You guys don't see this stuff, and you don't understand the extent to what it is, right? Because I can tell by the way, like, a lot of you guys will talk about me. And I don't even try to like defend myself, but I'll even see this show up. Like, people will go into the subreddit and shit and be like, well, I follow Destiny for his politics, but not his personal life because he's a horrible, disgusting fucking human being. And it's like, excuse me? What? Because there are people I've had public fights with in the past? Like, the overwhelming amount of personal relationships by number has been overwhelmingly positive, okay? Number one. And then number two, there have been people that I've had like huge, like, horrible dramatic fights with, but like if you take like 2 seconds back and you try to say, okay, let's think about it at its worst, like the worst fucking dramas that I've been involved in were the Anna Mr. Girl Lav shit, right? And if we take a step back, we think like at its worst, what was this? Was Destiny was sexting with a 30-year-old woman, but then he was also telling his community at the same time that this woman was crazy, okay? That's at its worst. Now, obviously, I have my side to that Anna was constantly messaging me, that there were different time periods where I would tell my audience, like, yeah, I think this person's crazy, whatever. But then we would talk later, whatever. Like, I have my story. I think the timeline gets way compressed there. But like at its worst, that's probably like the longest drama that a lot of people like to hang out on. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, motherfuckers are out here raping each other. And this was like the number one drama. So like even you guys, because you hear shit repeated so often, or fucking Abba with his retarded fucking bullshit. Like, oh, well, if Steam's going to conduct his life in this like crazy blah, 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 blah. The craziest shit are the people that I had on stream. Okay. Like, generally speaking, like people, even you guys, you make these memes and you print as memes, but you're not, oh, Destiny loves BPD chicks, blah, blah, blah. Melina was not BPD. Okay. None of the women that I've ever dated in my life have been BPD girls. That's crazy. Okay. All the women that I've dated have been awesome individuals who I hope go on to lead awesome fucking lives. And they were awesome while we dated. And there was a bad period where we broke up. That's why our relationship fucking ended. Okay. But like to say, and it's even funny too, because I would even defend the people that I would date against some of you guys sometimes. I remember how many of you guys would say like, oh, Melina was like a fucking idiot. She was retarded. Why is he blah, blah, blah. And I remember I had to ban you fuckers for it. So no, like even stuff that even where you guys are like, oh no, like I'm a fan of Destiny. I just think he's a horrible, disgusting piece of shit who lives his. It's like overwhelmingly, the vast majority of people in my life, I think I've treated pretty well. I've guided a lot of people through careers. I've given a lot of people a lot of great advice. I've hosted a ton of people. I've built and made a lot of fucking careers. We're watching one of them right now. Generally speaking, most of the stuff that leaks about me is usually me being like, I'm either overpaying people or whatever. Obviously, we have our whole lawsuit arc right now, and we'll be able to have all the dust settled on that when that comes down. But like the idea that. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. So I will respond to it, just so at least my fans have more talking points. And so that when you see this crazy stuff popping up over and over again, people kind of have, because there's also another thing where if you think one thing, but it seems like everybody around you is saying something different, then you probably think that, okay, fuck, maybe there's a little bit more that I don't know, so I'm just not going to talk on it. But when you realize that all these other people are, crazy, or that they're not crazy, that all these other people are like part of a community, it changes things a little bit. So fuck you. So I will talk about it. Suck my dick.
Go do that. Also, I would argue basically engaging with Destiny ever is a mistake.
True.
Like in any direct conversation.
People were mischaracterizing that specific statement in order to say that Hassan was calling for specific
Incapable of
and direct
operating
violence
in
against
good
Hila
faith.
Klein now, and that's not what was being said. Other statements in order to arrive at that conclusion. But I will admit that
Jesus. Oh, fuck. What's this? Hold on. I don't care. Fuck it. We'll do it all tonight. Why not?
It is kind of funny to me that like I ended the conversation with Pisco a few days ago, and I ended it by saying like, listen,
If he was a friend, if he cared, if he had done anything to review, he would see how condescending and rude he was before Pisco ever did a yes or no thing with him, and he would be apologetic in his tone publicly. But he is not. He is egotistical. He's narcissistic. He is a fucking small, tiny, dumb man who wants to maintain the things he's gotten, and he thinks if he ever admits he's wrong, it'll all go away. Very sad. Very, very, very sad.
I ended it by asking him to just.
Or maybe he will do all of that because I didn't actually watch this. I'm not sure. We'll keep going.
Now remember, everything that Justical says, the reason why you see them in other areas, and then remember the thing that I said before. Fuck, I hate this, dude. It makes me feel schizo. Remember how I said for MAGA, right? You say a thing, it's on your friendly platforms, it resonates, it builds up momentum, and then you can kind of like shoot it out into other spaces, but it seems like it has so much more validity because of how energized it is from the resonating chambers that it's coming from, right? This is the same thing. You're going to hear Justical say a thing. Everybody behind the scenes has workshopped it. It's probably already been on fucking Chud Logic stream. I don't know if Chud Logic covers this. Hassan kind of sort of green lights this. I don't know how much he talks about this in particular, but we saw him earlier talking about like Pisco is escaping the plantation or whatever. And then all these people can kind of take that energy. Now it's nowhere near as much for the smaller community here, but like all of these same workshop lines, nothing that you're watching here is real. None of this is like reality. This is not him actually reacting to this. This is him giving you the propaganda talking points that him and all these weirdo Discord servers have already worked out so that they can carry all of these messages forward when they go into Hutch's community, Pisco's community, or mine or other third-party communities to carry the same messages.
It is kind of funny to me that. How do you think it'd be better, whatever? Like, but just take it down like 3 notches. And then it was like he was like right back to jumping on Twitter, and then.
And you're saying you have receipts for this? Well, I mean, we're watching him do this now. I have receipts of like Substance will post a tweet. Everybody in their little Discord will talk about it. They'll talk back and forth about like, oh my God, I can't believe Pisco said this. I can't believe this. Like, I think he said this, or like, we need to do this. Sometimes when somebody does bad in a conversation, you'll see all of them be like, oh fuck, I can't believe Doobie brought that up. Like somebody just told me this. Like, oh my God, why is he bringing this up? Like you see them all talking about it in real time. This is in their inner ring Discord that they don't think people have eyes on. But yeah, they do. Yeah, of course. Why would I? Yeah, obviously.
Unpacking the centrist debate, you know.
Do you understand why? Do you care why? Do you care that this person was your friend and the fact that he is wrong and this is being used to paint him? Like the fact that this doesn't matter is being used to paint him as like a crazy person? Like that he's a loser, he's a bad friend, he's ruining the show. Do we care? No, Hutch doesn't care. Hutch doesn't.
Like, has Hutch ever said any of those things before? That Pisco is a loser? That Pisco is a bad friend? That he's ruining the show?
Care at all.
Not a centrist, just a self-described. How do you think it'd be? I think I already read that. And then Olivia said, it's funny you're digging through probably hours and hours of footage of me. Trying to find some kind of gotcha.
This is, hold on. This person. Oh, Stasi got mad at me yesterday because he's like, you acted like she had context. Even absent context. Like, why wouldn't you just, how did she find this? Who sent this to her? Absent context. That she walked in here. What? Do you really just go and like fight with people and not look at anything? You just walk in there like a just vacuous zombie and you're like, you sound sensuous. I'm gonna fight you now. I'm gonna fight you now. This fucking ogre. Are we serious?
He's mad because the Olivia girl showed up and wasn't happy that Pisco was using her example over and over again as a person who's like a centrist or whatever, but Jesus.
Hutch doesn't understand at all. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. This is like a PSA for Hutch. Hutch, you need to try to understand that amongst the people who do politics and are big in politics, they can all see how smart Pisco is, how well he can argue his points. Josiah.
These are, by the way, directly ripped, talking about something a long time, that's originated in my Kiwi Farms thread. If you go back about a year ago, when Pisco had finally broken off from me, a lot of people on the Kiwi Farm stuff, and then Jisco started echoing this in their own server, talking about like Pisco is actually way smarter than Destiny, and I think he's the one who's going to become the next like god to usurp him, and blah 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 blah. They have like this weird talking point. The funny thing is that Hutch is a person who's been on the internet with some kind of internet career for like 15 years, right? Pisco only exists on the internet now because of his association with Live and Learn, and before because of his spotlighting by me. And they're acting like Pisco is the one who has all of the career insights, and he thinks he can lecture Hutch? What?
Kyle Kalinske, Crystal Ball, all of these big people who know Pisco, who cite Pisco when it comes to like arguing basically anything legal within politics, right? They trust him as somebody who shares similar values in some ways. Now, the lefties, I don't think he's at all a lefty, but he's like at least liberal, and he argues like he's very progressive socially. So he aligns with them on a lot of things. And, well, Josiah mostly. I think him and Josiah almost line up 1-to-1. In any case, they all know Pisco's smart. You doing anti-intellectualism to attack Pisco? I said before I didn't like that his friends weren't saying anything. I think Hutch is getting like kind of tested in a way he doesn't understand. Like, he is showing by continuing to do this that he is not a good friend, that he doesn't understand, that he's not capable of intellectual conversation. Like, you understand that's going to have negative consequences for your ability to form connections, to do this as a career, right? At least so long as you aren't subordinate to Destiny, and you would need Destiny to stay very big or get much, much bigger, right? To continue to be subordinate to him and get like bigger in that way. But you are like so, it's so obvious to anybody who can pay attention what's going on here. And I know Pisco's friends can. Hutch does.
It's just like the gaslighting and everything. You can literally feel the manipulation oozing out of it. Yeah, it's just like, it's crazy. These guys are just, what powers you to do this for so long? I just wish Destiny would stop highlighting / popping up these people who then go on to become ops. I mean, I've changed the way that I engage with people, and I've been open about that. Sometimes to my fan base's upsetness about it. So
Didn't articulate myself well enough. When I said that centrist and moderate have a lot of overlap, they're somewhat synonymous. I didn't expand on that in the moment. What I should have said was, what sets them apart is I think that centrist in our spaces is more of a pejorative than moderate. And I might have said that during the conversation.
Oh, by the way, also, you can look to Pisco's Twitter, where a lot of his talking points come from, are a lot of the things that he's going to say here, right? When he says that there are Pisco snarkers, Pisco got that term from these guys saying people are trying to snark you, right? Now, I'll reiterate, Pisco is not part of any of these communities. He's just fucking retarded. Desi, I'm confused. Does he think Hutch is trying to suck up to you? Yes. Every single political opinion that aligns with mine, I'm not exaggerating. Half you won't even believe when I say it. I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. I'm not exaggerating. And the way that these guys present things is anybody that agrees with me on any political view is doing it because they're trying to become part of my infinite rape sex cult, and because I have blackmail or something on them. There is no possible way to explain any political view beyond people trying to be allegiant to me. So when Hutch is saying things, it's because he's trying to join the DGG rape cult, and that's the only possible reason why he can be disagreeing with Pisco at some point. That's it. That's why I said all this is so boring. Like, there's no political analysis anywhere here, even though these guys are ostensibly doing politics, but it's not. It's like this super, super, super fucking weird rhetoric, schizo, social, whatever fuck games that they're all playing. Oh God.
Is he missing the point entirely?
Overlap,
I feel like he's missing the point
synonymous.
entirely.
I didn't expand on that in the moment. What I should have said was, what sets them apart is I think that centrist in our spaces is.
What is that relevant to in regards to your conversation? Does he not? He literally doesn't understand he still doesn't understand why Pisco was pointing out what he was pointing out. I don't get how you could have a fight with a friend and truly not understand in any sense, and just continue to go and talk about the situation, and like you can't even remotely explain what the other person's trying to argue. You have no understanding. There is zero understanding going on here, and Hutch is continuing in this direction. This is not friendship, right? This is just a bad person. This is a tiny, egotistical, like small-minded human being.
And it's Hutch, who's like the nicest guy. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man.
I'd have said that during the conversation. I don't really remember. But it feels like Pisco's looping on this one. I'm going to shave my nose real quick because my nose is like...
It feels like Pisco is just looping. Pisco is just kind of crazy, isn't he? Isn't Pisco just kind of like crazy, like totally crazy? Isn't he like really crazy and looping and just, man, he's kind of crashing out. I hope Pisco's like mentally well. I hope he's like mentally well right now.
Nobody's saying that. And it's funny because it's always been the meme that Pisco arguments loop like crazy and take 3 hours to get through one topic. But what he's trying to do here, do you remember how Republicans tried to say that like Democrats are being insurrectionists or they're trying to coup or whatever? Because they're when Stephen Miller kept saying seditious conspiracy, because he didn't like that there were conservatives that were convicted of seditious conspiracy. So he tried to rewrite it to Democrats. Jesticle here, they're trying to reframe like the this guy's mentally unwell attacks that I think iDubbbz was doing against Ethan Klein, and now they're trying to reframe it like Hutch is doing the same thing to Pisco here, is what it is. God, it's so cringe. This is so cringe.
I don't know if he's mentally well. I'm so close to just like...
This is just straight up gaslight. It's insane levels of manipulation. And the fact that all of this is like workshopped constantly behind the scenes in these like weirdo discords by these communities, and then amplified by Chud Logic, and I don't even know how much Queeman fucking streams, and that Substance Dude, and Ryle Kittenhouse posting the videos on Kiwi Farms, and Hassan retweeting it all, and it's like...
I'm so close to just like... I'm so close to just losing it. This guy has some incredibly like embarrassing shit in his like Discord posts and stuff. The way...
What?
Some incredibly like embarrassing shit in his like Discord posts and stuff. The way he plays himself up as a victim and shit. It's so fucking goofy. But you know what? I'll probably continue to ignore it. I'll probably not bring it up because it would be shitty of me. This guy's such a fucking asshole, man.
I'd have said that during
Hutch. Like, he's not to be mean to Hutch. Hutch is like so... I feel like Hutch is so friendly, he's like boring. Has Hutch in the entirety of his 15-year career, has he ever been involved in any type of bad interpersonal drama ever? At like even one time? I know way long ago, he was like, he worked as like a administrator or something for like Machinima. But has he ever? He used to? He's bald. Early in Machinima. Okay. Maybe 15 years ago. Teabag gynecology. Wasn't Hutch out in Burkina Faso with the child soldiers?
Did you see Olivia? Olivia's a moron. Olivia has an IQ, has a brain that is inversely correlated to the size of her body. Okay? Like, she doesn't even know what she's arguing with him. Did you see Olivia?
Like, the amount of slurping. Like, how do you not feel weird doing so much obsessively partisan coverage? Like, it's so boring. This is MAGA. This is the far left. Like, it's like everything like this, dude.
Bitter and angry about some aspects of it because I was really ready to like... I was ready to go for the next like 4 or 5 decades and die with this woman. And... she just didn't want that, you know?
I don't want to do it. Maybe the stream got removed. Bro, the stream that goes well with this, in just a snarking sense, is the Purple Perry gaming stream about Connor and his kids and his wife. It's horrifying, but I kind of want to find it.
Oh, that Purple Perry dude?
It is kind of funny.
That Purple Perry dude is really fucking weird, too. Josiah, we're busy right now. Give me 10 minutes and I'll watch it. Hold on.
To me, that like...
Wait, did I miss this one? Hold
I
on.
ended the conversation with Pisco a few days ago. And I ended it by saying, like, listen.
If he was a friend, if he cared...
No, we watched this one. Never mind. Okay. This one... Okay, we're working our way. We're almost done.
Like, they're either... talking to other dudes and they have more interesting prospects, or they're just not interested. Like maybe I tripped a red flag or a yellow flag.
Oh, dude. Man, this is rough. This is fucking bleak. This is so bleak. Man, I don't know what to say.
For them or whatever. And so for whatever reason, they're not expressing the level of interest that I have in them back to me. And so I'm not going to dump a ton of energy.
Please stop, dude. Like, I don't think Connor's actually a loser, but the stream he is doing, the stream he is performing is, I'm a divorced dad, total fucking loser right now. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Like, I don't want to start you, but you are actually making it fucking impossible. You're actually killing me, Connor. You're, like, actually just performing. You're just acting like you're a total fucking loser right now. Which, if you are a total fucking loser, keep it to yourself. Do not be the stereotype.
Are you okay, bro? You're making fan art?
What are you thinking? What is happening?
Energy into trying to like win their affection. Like,
Counterpoints, he's like, they'd have to be an old soul. Counterpoints could be dating a 20-year-old within 3 months. Book it. Book it right now. Within 3 months, he's dating a 20-year-old, okay? She's like really smart. She like called me out. I was like trying to do something. She like called me out. She's like really smart.
And the progressives, they can just say, oh, you virtue signaled about your
God, that sucked so bad.
How do I put this? I think he's done a little bit of coping about how he can cook and how it's like all fine, and I think he's drowning in all of the extra work he has to do when it's just him by himself without his like stay-at-home wife. And I think he needs a new stay-at-home wife. I think the second he was gone, he was like, "Hey, we're back on the market. I need hello. Do you want to marry? Do you want to get married? Do you want to get married? Hey, you. Do you want to get married?" I think that's why he reaches out to the ex, right?
I mean, no, he must have had something. I don't know. God, that I wonder how bad it was, because for a woman to leave with 3 kids.
But what would Lav know about that? She's murdered every kid she's gotten pregnant with, and her husbands have all fucking abandoned her, so.
I'm sad to leave. Sad.
A lot.
I just like don't.
A lot.
I just like don't even.
How much fan art does JSTLK commission of these people? What?
Yeah, he talked about how he'd want a mail order bride from Eastern Europe, and he was like, "If you're just nice, it's fine. Like they're used to getting beaten and shit."
Dude, rough. I like don't even. Dude, how could you not try to make it work with 3 kids, dude?
Why would you assume they did?
Like, it's actually crazy how much she looks like Sneeko. I feel like they could be cousins. It's actually crazy.
Why did that woman let a fucking Somali pirate inside of her? Like, what is going on?
I don't know. Like,
Epic.
Crashes the fuck out. Starts chain messaging her. You're a cheating whore. I always knew you were betraying me. It's like a little bit out there. Like, this is not exactly like, obviously you can tell what she's going for in this picture, right? It's like, but it's not crazy. It's not like insane.
She's like just a girl. This is like what girls do.
Yeah. The way I put it is like, if you want a girl who looks like that, you got to accept that she's going to want to post on social media.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just date a 6. Just date a 6 and be happy with your 6.
Okay.
Is out here snitching. They with the rat pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap.
And she saw ABBA and was like, yeah, this is it.
This is like right after her abortion, actually. A couple weeks pregnant.
Holy fuck. Abortion?
Yeah, she basically, that's like where the whole drama kicked off, was she was really hormonal during the pregnancy, and she was like crashing out on him, and he was crashing out back on her, and ABBA's basically the most emotional performative male that exists. And
oh my god.
He sort of lost any aura. He used to have this like aura as a calm guy, and he sort of lost it all. It's like totally gone now.
It was gone from the second I fucking saw his face. He looks like he like serves people street food with his feet.
Jesus. That's a little much, isn't it?
No, yeah.
Not Griper, not a racist, by the way.
Dude, isn't it crazy how like everyone who has crossed me, like just something horrible happens to them? Isn't it insane?
Crashes.
Is that what she feels like about her ex-husband? The most horrible thing that's happened to every single person that Lav has crossed is that they had to meet Lav.
Damn. Speaking of relationships and stuff, I saw that Cherry's found God.
We don't talk. Whoa! My life? Whoa!
Topic for stream.
It'd be funny.
Discuss on stream.
It'd be funny though.
Hey, just respect.
Okay, fine, I will.
It's because he's fucking deathly afraid of any leaks coming from Camp Cherry on that, by the way. That's the thing that he's so fucking afraid of. It already is hard. It was hard for him to defend it initially, that he was basically raping a woman and locking her in his fucking house to keep her producing content for him, to snark me. Like, even his own community pushed back on him a little bit for that. But, yeah, he's fucking deathly afraid of anything related to that.
Damn.
Myron Gaines. All you need to do is shave this girl's head, and then it's like Sneeko with this ass.
No, literally.
Myron Gaines like wet dream, like the best
like
thing in the world.
a gym girl with fake boobs. And
Can you explain what happened there? Have you reached out to Sherry? Listen. Just go to some crazy shit with regards to all of that situation. I've already talked about the stream. You go back and look. I don't like dragging people back to drama shit, especially if they've like completely moved on from that part of their life. I think it's one of the most disgusting things you can do. That's why I thought it was crazy when Cuntsy, when the pixie piece of shit was trying to subpoena my fucking ex-wife, who clearly doesn't want any fucking thing to do with any of this, right? Who wouldn't even be able to testify because we're married. It's spousal privilege, right? Who, like, the fact that they're willing to dig through anything, especially if it was like related to a lot of mental whatever shit, right? So like, it's already kind of shitty that I brought up Cherry stuff as much, but like, the idea that like trying to push that person to leak stuff or whatever, even though I know it would be catastrophic to Jistigal, like if Cherry's moved on to some place where she's happier doing whatever shit she's doing, then fucking I don't know. It feels shitty to try to. I think that's just a horrible thing to do to somebody. Just whatever.
Oh, they met on Instagram. I mean, holy fuck. What do they say about Black IQ?
Jesus Christ.
Stop.
It's not the problem with Lav is it's not funny because Lav is like actually racist. Like, you know that Lav is racist 1,000,000,000%.
I don't know. You chill. You know I'm like hanging out with some more progressive people now, right? You not heard of this? Have you not heard people say
Did you hear
this?
that I'm progressive now? I am like completely lib-hearted now. Oh, they met.
Okay. Fucking Christ. All right. I don't know. Okay. We did it. We got through it all. Of the clips I was sent for today. My fucking God.
They're...
Why the fuck do I have these open?
The way the lights turn.
Who is... Jesus. Yeah, no, just I sent me a thing. Hold on. 4.5 hours. Fuck no. Resi. 1.4 thousand subs. Connor Point's divorce arc. Relationship ruined by destiny. Okay. Kino content. That's a little bit fucking psychotic. But okay. And then we had... This is 1 year ago. Oh, he was 1,000,000,000,000% getting some of these talking points from Jistigal.
They want to harm themselves or whatever. And then sometimes they'll actually egg people on, too. It's like real Kiwi Farm shit. Ghislaine had a financial incentive to sweep for him because they have a pod together. That makes sense.
This weird talking point that Kyla... I don't even know where this originated from. That Kyla was like my Ghislaine Maxwell. Who... I don't even know if she's ever introduced me to a girl I've fucked before. It's just like such a weird, like, what the fuck are we alleging? What are we even fucking talking about?
Yeah, Not So Erudite is another massive hater of mine, by the way, just so you know. I mean, virtually...
Wait, Kyla is?
Yeah, Not So Erudite is another massive hater of mine, by the way,
Is she?
just so you know. I mean, virtually every single person at some point. When you're a Destiny Orbiter, you gotta fucking do that. When you're a Destiny Orbiter, you gotta... You know, you gotta pay the piper. You gotta say Hassan fucking sucks.
And it's so funny too because like, not anymore. Okay, not anymore. But like, I used to be so tolerant of people of like, well, you know, if we want to court lefties, if we want to do this, like, we shouldn't be this mean and blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, Ethan Klein, reveals. So the very first day I did an episode with Hassan Piker, he said we can never ever ever fucking bring up Destiny ever a single fucking time ever. I don't know. I feel like multiple people have leaked this at this point where Hassan was like, I'm not going if you ever bring up Destiny. Remember when Ethan and Hassan were going to do their debate and Hassan was literally fucking shivering. His little Turkish balls had fucking been sucked all the way up into that in his fat fucking stomach at the time. He's like, just so you know, Ethan, if Destiny shows up, they're gonna ban me. I gotta leave immediately. You can't have anybody coming in. He was like fucking, oh my God, he was losing his mind. He was so fucking afraid. This guy was seeing me in the shadows everywhere. Oh yeah, your age said that Hassan told him not to mention you, even though he did. I remember that. Yeah, true. So nice projection. Okay, done. Apparently Ethan is suing iDubbbz anyway. This is 5 minutes.
Has issued an apology.
Is he actually, or I don't know. Don't know. Too lazy to go watch it all. I'll watch 10 minutes of politics.
All right, so today's triad is about how the redistricting wars aren't the end of the winner-take-all. Like, it's not the end point of the winner-take-all mentality. It is the beginning of winner-take-all fights. And so in South Carolina, the Republican leader of the Senate is very nervous about doing what Trump wants them to do, which is to redistrict James Clyburn out of existence. And his concern is that having a Democratic member in the House is good for South Carolina because it means that when there are Democratic presidents, there's somebody there to bring home the bacon for the state. And it means that both parties are invested in getting federal monies to South Carolina. We have seen over the last 18 months, the Trump administration do something kind of unprecedented, which is to really target blue states. So the Doge cuts went.
What is the, I remember I saw a story a while ago about like the difference in funding that's gone to different states. I think it was just related to FEMA, and Democratic states have gotten like 20% of it. It's just fucking crazy.
Something like 85% of them were targeted at
something. It might have been
Democratic
less,
districts.
JVL's proposed solution is not going to make Sarah happy. I know where you're
Listen,
going now.
I am not proposing this. I am simply.
Oh shit! I can hear the cadence. JVL is about to suggest something unfathomably fucking based. I can feel it. I can already feel it floating in the ether. I can feel it. Whatever he's about to say, I agree with it, and I back it 1 trillion fully with every part of my mind, body, and soul. I support whatever idea he's about to give. I support it.
Before the ad, you said I'm coming with a possible solution.
That's right. It's a possible solution.
That is not
advocating
my bodies in the streets. Like I'm here radicalized,
Yes.
talking about leading more protests, putting bodies in the streets, and you're going to tell me
That's right,
that.
by the way. Okay. If we have Tennessee without a Democratic representative, if we have Louisiana without a Democratic representative, if we have Alabama without a Democratic representative, possibly South Carolina as well. Also, I'm sorry, I got to back up. The other thing that has happened is that within the last week or two, the Trump administration has undertaken a federal review of all federal aid and monies going to 14 Democratic states. That's a thing which is happening right now. A bunch of good government, nonpartisan think tanks are like, what the fuck is happening? This is crazy. The federal government is right now withholding wildfire prevention money from both California and Colorado. Simply refuses to give them a dime of the federally mandated monies for this stuff. Let's pretend you have President Raphael Warnock, and it is 2029, and something has happened in Tennessee. Should a Democratic president do anything to help a red state which has gone out of its way to gerrymander out?
I'm going to answer
even a
this.
single. No, hold on. Let me propose. Okay. Because if the answer in the redistricting fight was that you have to establish some level of deterrence, and so California had to act.
Oh fuck! He's speaking my language. Oh shit! We're mind melded. I feel in my brain right now. We're mind melded. Deterrence, tit for tat, what? Punishing people, bad actors.
Act to blunt Texas, and Virginia had to act to blunt Florida, et cetera, et cetera. Would not the same deterrence theory hold at the next level up the chain? Again, not advocating, just asking questions.
I mean, obviously, we should not do that in the case of emergencies and what's not.
Oh, boo!
Trump is doing is sick. I think that like the idea, though, the broader question of
not emergencies, then.
Should
Just
there be
federal aid?
Yeah,
right?
Should there be other
infrastructure spending?
Right.
Yeah.
Should there be other possible levers pulled to put pressure onto red states?
What though? I'm not trying to be mean. I like Tim Miller, but like, what if we pulled this lever? No! Whoa! That lever actually does something. What if we do this one here where we have a spaced idea for all of the representatives from the southern states? We're going to give them the most uncomfortable seats in the Capitol, okay? These seats are 45 years old. The cushioning is worn out, okay? It's hard to hear the speaker from how far up they are, okay? We're going to get these conservatives.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we're a long way away, but like, I think so. I mean, or can that be used as a negotiation tactic to create, pressure for new federal gerrymandering laws? And like that would be the better answer, right? Like,
sure.
Basically saying like, hey, like we're going to go to the, members of Tennessee and figure out what that leverage point is. And
oh, we don't know it yet, but we'll find one. God damn it! As long as it's not too severe, we'll find one.
And say, you guys can do what you want. If you want to do full war on us, then we can see how that goes. But like maybe some vulnerable, because I do think that Democrats will still take the House. I don't think that's 100% anymore, by the way, but I do think they likely will.
Somebody needs to make a news channel that just juxtaposes, like, what are the Republicans saying about this? What are the Democrats saying about this? And it's like, the liberal side is like, we need to find a way to use the levers of power to encourage Republicans to participate in an equitable manner in government again. What are the Republicans saying about the same issue? Every seat needs to be gerrymandered out of existence, and if that means that Abbott's got to bust 500,000 more of these fucking darkies out of this goddamn fucking state, then we need to get them the fuck out of here. Hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants, by the way, bust by Abbott and Paxton out of Texas to other states. Hundreds of thousands, by the way, which is crazy because I thought Republicans used to complain that illegal immigrants would give you a benefit in the census and you would get more seats in the House. Hundreds of thousands of illegals, by the way. They were struggling to find the money for it in Texas because of how many of these people. This is thousands, tens of thousands of buses of immigrants bus to other states from Texas.
Well, but then it's like, okay, so you've got people in vulnerable seats that are maybe why? Let's go back. Actually, I think this is important. Let's go.
Like that plan. That's just one of a billion things that half you probably don't even know about. That would be that one thing that would be beyond the pale for any Democrat, right? Because you imagine a Democrat was like, we should fucking bus all of our illegals to fucking some red state. That would be fucking hilarious. Let's just fucking do it. Let's go, fam. Every Democrat would be like, you're crazy. Get out of here. That's beyond the pale, sir. That's not how we rule our country, okay? We don't do that, okay? I'm sorry. I said hundreds. It's only 120. My bad. 120,000 migrants shipped.
Back to the reauth of the Civil Rights Bill.
That's just Texas, by the way.
In 2006.
I don't know how much Florida does. Does Florida really do it? How many illegal immigrants Florida shipped? $20,000 based? Oh, no, that's apprehension. I don't know if they've actually done this. I think that was just mainly Texas's meme thing.
Why did so many Republicans vote for it then? Right? Was it because they had really deep belief in the Voting Rights Amendment Section 2 and wanted black people in the South to have representation? Some of them did. Certainly some would go to the members of Tennessee and figure out what that leverage point is and say, you guys can do what you want. If you want to do full war on us, then we can see how that goes. But like maybe some vulnerable, because I do think that Democrats will still take the House. I don't think that's 100% anymore, by the way, but I do think they likely will. But then it's like, okay, so you've got people in vulnerable.
Like, we've had the most historic performance in off-season elections and shit in all of U.S. history. And then, we're at a point where we were talking about potentially needing the Senate. And now, post these gerrymanders, we're like, we should take the House, I think. Probably. We probably will. But it's like, by the time we're done with all this gerrymander shit, how many seats have we lost? 20? What are we slated to right now? We were slated to lose right now 16 to 19 seats to gerrymanders. 16 to 19. And then we've gained 6. If the Utah one goes through, we've gained 6. So 10 to 15, basically.
Seats that are maybe why? Let's go back. Actually, I think this is important. Let's go back to the reauth of the Civil Rights Bill in '82 and 2006. Why did so many Republicans vote for it then? Right? Was it because they had really deep belief in the Voting Rights Amendment Section 2 and wanted black people in the South to have representation? Some of them did. Certainly, some of them did. There were a lot of them that were doing it because it was politically. They felt like it was politically necessary. That being seen as a racist, who was taking away the seat of John Lewis, who walked across the Advent Pettus Bridge, would make them into a pariah, right? And so they went along.
Not no more.
Not no more, right? But this is where I'm going back to Sarah's side. This is how you take it back to the Sarah side of the argument. You use these leverage for sure, but can you do it in a political way where they feel like there is such a backlash to this that they have to make some kind of accommodations? And maybe the answer to that is no, right? Maybe you get to that inflection point in 2029, and the answer to that is no, and then I'm back on JBL's side, right? I know it feels like we've been at maximum partisanship forever, and that the country, people have been writing this article and op-ed for 30 years. The country can't survive this level of partisanship anymore. It's the rubber band is going to snap eventually. But maybe we're not actually even near where the rubber band snaps, right? Maybe this has, maybe we've got to go way deeper, and then eventually you get to a point like that. That's kind of how I would think about it.
I think that's a great way to look at it. In part because, and this is the point I'm trying to make, which is rage without a plan is not useful rage.
Thank you.
Right, and so JBL, the thing that you're setting up there is well, why don't we just punish? those red states, right? And I'm saying
Establish deterrence.
Yeah, I know, sure.
Hold on, to be clear, and I understand, Sarah, I love you, you're my queen or whatever, but you're cucked right now. I'm sorry, you're being cucked, okay? JVL gave a plan, and it's a very crystal clear plan, and it's very easy to see exactly what would happen. Oh, your forests are burning down? Oh, you want federal funds? Nope. Burn, baby, burn. That's it. Oh, you don't like that? Well, maybe we should create some kind of law that makes it so that a president can't be bipartisan with the way that they distribute or dole out funds for stuff. Maybe that would be a good thing. Maybe we should all come together and agree on that. Because right now, you seem like you're unwilling to agree to that idea. And right now, Trump is already doing that with funds.
And I don't like that, obviously, because there's lots of people who live in those states
And
who I would never want to take aid away from. Like, I'm just going to make people's lives harder for because what Trump is doing, this is where.
Oh, I wish she would have finished that sentence because it would have triggered the fuck out of me. She was about to say.
I would never want to take aid.
She was about to say what? I don't want to make people's lives harder for. She was going to say for politics. This is not just politics. It matters. Politics matters.
Away from I'm just going to make people's lives harder for because what Trump is doing. This is where you don't. When you stare into the abyss stares back at you. Do not become the monster you are fighting, right? However, the thing is how do you play constitutional hardball with a means to an end? This is why right now when people are like, you need to go to the judges' houses in Virginia and scream at them and whatever. And I'm like, okay, you can go frighten those people and their kids and get nothing for it. What are you trying to get? What are you?
But then just tell me, because also this is also a thing where I'm super open, okay? What are your ideas? Just give us something. What do we push on? What do we do? Because the other side has been creative in ways that I don't think anybody even imagined. Nobody even realized how creative, or some people did, and I just don't read enough. I guess the gutting of the Voting Rights Act was actually kind of on the table since 2013 or whatever. Because there are Supreme Court decisions that are kind of signaling in the future. So these guys are cruel and horrible in ways that we can't even imagine. What is the idea? What are we going to do?
The means to an end is to convince the state legislatures to redraw so that they get some democratic representation, so that they have skin in the game when there's either party in power.
So
it isn't punishment. It isn't punishment. It is the exact same theory as the redistricting in California and Virginia.
Yeah, it's not about nobody wants to hit their kids. Right? Nobody wants to send a child to detention. Nobody wants a person to go to jail. You want the person to not do the thing that would incur the punishment. That's the goal. That's always the goal.
Yeah. The point that I'm trying to make is that I think that one of the things that the internet has given us that is a real negative is a place for people to go and holler about these, right? Scream about them, say, okay, we need to just tear the system down. We got to burn it down. Without anybody having to leave their basement or get up off their couch and go do an actual thing for democracy. Because you know what I see every day?
That's great, and you can say that, but the Republicans didn't have to get up off the couch and go do anything. I mean, they did Jan 6, but since then, Trump is doing everything for them. He's destroying the country brick by brick, single-handedly, with the courts. It's not Republicans don't even know what the fuck the Voting Rights Act is, or what the fuck Section 2 even means, or who the fuck... 80% of Republicans probably don't even know who fucking Alito and Thomas are. It's not like they're out here in the streets marching for the destruction of the, civil rights stuff. Also, we've had some of the largest protests in all of U.S. history. I think we had 2 of them, the No Kings protests. But give us an idea. I don't even spiritually disagree with what Sarah's saying. I just wish that, okay, I understand you don't like this because it sounds bad, okay, and you have that inclination as a human being to not be mean to your fellow human beings, which is a good inclination to have. But then, just one alternative idea. Just one alternative idea.
I went to Minneapolis and I watched a bunch of 65-year-old women stand in the freezing cold to hold ICE accountable. I drive down Connecticut Avenue every day and I see a bunch of 75-year-olds standing there with cardboard signs for the cars that drive by. And I'm saying, why isn't that the energy? Why?
Okay. Again, remember, when you're defending, you can never gain ground. You can only, at best, maintain where you're at. Listen, and I don't want to take away anything from Minnesota, but so they got to send ICE to the state, they got to murder 2 U.S. citizens, and then they finally left after being protested against. Is that a victory in your eyes? You said accountability. I'm sorry. Were the people finally charged with crimes? Renee Good and Alex Preddy, were the officers that killed those 2 people, were either of them charged with crimes yet? No. What is the accountability? And how far are we from this? Is this ever going to happen? what do we? This is not the victory that you're looking for.
Is it? Because you know what? I see a lot of pictures of these of people who say they're really mad and they're just like chilling at basketball games and doing whatever. And I'm like, why don't we organize and go do something? I just the rage.
The problem is that we don't have any ideas. I think that's the big idea. That's the big issue, right? If you were to say we can go beat the conservative movement by finding the brick of power that gives us the key to the government, we just have to get 1 million people to go fucking march through, some forest. You could get 20 million Democrats to show up, and they would do it. But like, what are we marching for? What are we marching towards? What are we trying to do? What do we even hope to accomplish?
And I'm saying, why isn't that the energy? Why is it? Because you know what? I see a lot of pictures of these of people who say they're really mad and they're just like chilling at basketball games and doing whatever. And I'm like, why don't we organize and go do something? The rage without action, without a plan, without a thing to do is not useful. It just eats away at our insides.
Yes.
No, you're not. That's not a plan.
Oh, he said it. Oh, we're mind melted. I feel I'm fucking sucking my mind out of my fucking head. True. He did give a plan. You didn't like it because it was mean. Understandably, it was really mean.
And it's also not immediate, right? Like,
well, it's not immediate.
No,
it's a
also,
plan.
every single plan that you have, every single thing you talk about requires winning political power to do.
Right.
As
Well,
a
it presupposes that you can get
conversation.
power.
We will. Right.
No, it presupposes that you can
Don't
get.
just presuppose it. We have to do something about it.
What are you going to do without political power? We live in a democracy. You cannot do anything without having the seats. You can't do it.
We have to do something about it. Like, there is the world. And
don't yell at me for just thinking 3 steps ahead. You have to think about both. And the idea that you can just if people just march in Baton Rouge, the Louisiana, no, they're not going to change their minds.
Yeah, why the fuck would they?
You're talking about exacting political consequences, about changing the contours of the political moment. And I'm telling you, one of the reasons Republicans think that they can get away with this stuff is that they think people get mad on the internet. They're not actually going to do anything about it. They're not actually going to get in the streets.
Right, they can get away with it. No, they think they can get away with it because of the way that the power structures are arranged.
Correct. They have a structural advantage with the Supreme Court. Well, I don't know if that's true. They definitely have a strong advantage, though. They have structural advantages with the Senate. They do with the House of Representatives. Now they really do with the House of Representatives. They do with the Electoral College.
That's why they think they can get away with it. And they're right. If I can just hold on. I really, Joe.
Push her. Make her suggest something. Yes.
Biden spent disproportionately in red states and rural.
He did. What did the Teamsters, he went out and he marched with these also fuck labor. Fuck all of labor. AI needs to replace every labor movement. We should target AI to the people that supported Donald Trump. Okay.
Communities, right? Yes. Joe Biden's big spending initiatives went disproportionately to red states and red counties.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Okay.
Okay.
He did not benefit from that. Donald Trump has disproportionately tried to punish blue states and blue counties. He has not been. Do you see what I'm saying? If Biden doesn't get any.
Oh shit, JVL's, he's going down that dark hole. He's starting to. When they're circling the drain, he's starting to. He's like, wait a second. All this stuff that you keep telling us not to do, that would be a horrible idea. It's not even half as bad as what the Republicans are currently doing. Hold on here. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
We benefit from this, and Trump doesn't get any pain from it. Then it seems like you have to try something else. And if deterrence, in theory, worked with redistricting, why shouldn't it work with federal spending? Again, this is like the step 2.
Yeah.
I'm all for whatever step 1 is to win back power, which may or may not be achievable, by the way. Who knows? But we should just proceed as if it is achievable, right? We should proceed as if, yes, it is possible to win back executive power. I'm just saying, let's presuppose that happens. What's the answer? Because I'll tell you what the Democratic answer is going to be. It's going to be, let's pass.
Yeah. If we just can get Medicare for all and free childcare and free school, it's going to make
everything. Let's presuppose that happens. What's the answer? Because I'll tell you what the Democratic answer is going to be. It's going to be, let's pass Medicare for all. They're going to spend if you get President Raphael Warnock, they're going to spend 2 years trying to pass Medicare for all.
Not do it, by the way.
And I just don't think that's the answer.
People will still complain about their health care, and then the Democrats will hold the bag on it. I've related, this is maybe tangible. This is kind of having an esoteric discussion, and maybe I want to offer, I'm interested.
Yeah, we threw out our entire show. We've thrown out our entire show, basically.
We're
now we're just in this.
I have a tangible thought on this.
4 months ago, Trump uses his veto power to kill a bipartisan Colorado water bill to provide safe drinking water to rural communities as punishment for Colorado not pardoning Tina Peters. Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert gets upset because her district is affected. Now, to be fair, I think that's a little bit conjecture, right? Like, Trump didn't actually say, I I don't think Trump actually came out and said, he didn't come out and say this, right? The timing is not a coincidence. Jackson noted that the SNAP recertification letter did not arrive in a vacuum. Instead, he said it came shortly after Trump issued a legally meaningless pardon to Peters. He tried to pardon her, by the way. She was convicted in a state court. And amid a barrage of threats and actions designed, by all appearances, to punish Colorado. That included an Oval Office presser where Trump attacked Polis and called him weak and pathetic for not freeing Peters. Among the other components of Trump's punishment of Colorado was the announcement of the administration was moving to dismantle the National Center for Atomic Research, a 60-year-old federal climate and environmental research center in Boulder, Colorado.
Because, Sarah, you're talking about those pro-democracy meetings, and we talked about the money that was spent in Virginia and California, $150 million. Like, I do wonder, like, if rich liberals that want to save the country are doing the wrong things, right? By focusing on that. And like, if the political answer here, like, I think about this in Louisiana all the time. Like, I can do what I can, tweeting about it and talking about it, but like, that Jeff Landry has put in a state sales tax. It's like, and like cut the income tax and put in a sales tax. So when you go down to the grocery store, you're paying an extra, whatever, $5 that you wouldn't have been paying every time you go because of the stupid aggressive tax that he put through. Simultaneously, his boss in DC has got us into a stupid war that's making everybody's gas pay more. Like, wouldn't a more useful use of $80 million just be to like troll the fuck out of people in these states and just like go in there and be like, hey guys, you have the worst schools in the country. You're paying X in your sales tax. Your gas price is going up. It's all Jeff Landry and Donald Trump's fault. Like, I'm not even trying to convince you to vote for Democrats. Like, I'm not even like just a pure campaign to ruin their brand. Like, ruin it. They don't give a fuck about you.
So this is
maybe that's a bad idea. By the way, I don't know. I'm just like, it seems like a better idea than like voter registration drives.
It's a good idea. And this is one of the big problems with the whole democracy reform thing. And right now, look, these are my people, and so like I'm going to get a lot of angry texts for saying this, but they also know this because I've sat in these meetings for years and years on ranked choice voting and gerrymandering reform and all of these things going, I don't think this is the solution. I think the solution is to focus on trying to persuade people. But like, Democrats got it in their heads at some point that advertising was a dumb idea, that persuasion was a bad idea. They started testing every ad for
and like the people that don't vote like them. They also have the idea that people who don't vote like them.
And if they turned out more people, it's the opposite of true. I'm begging people. This is why I am starting to lose my mind over how wrong people are getting what has happened over the last 10 years in the political moment and what the solutions were. The solution is only one thing. And I'll just say as a background for myself, I do think part of this is because I come out of the gay marriage movement. And that was where I cut my teeth in politics, was convincing people that you needed to like support gay marriage for the following reasons, whatever. And there was a bunch of bad messaging for a while. And like, it's a civil rights issue, whatever. That actually wasn't a good message. It didn't work. You know what worked? What worked is getting people to come out, be who they were, and having everybody, and it was also being like, we're just like you. We're just like you. We're just normal. We just have love. Like, actually, the procedural arguments didn't work. The human arguments worked. And so I was like, if we want to build a durable movement, we are going to have to change some minds. And the thing that I am so upset about right now with this factional argument between progressives and centrists, and that's pretty much being waged online. It's not necessarily, and it's happening in the podcast world. It's not happening just with real voters. The thing about it is like, go on offense. This has always been my go on offense with your messaging. Donald Trump is at his lowest ebb. He's on his heels. Why are you fighting with each other? Why are we talking about violence? We could be taking all the money that we have and we could put billboards up in every high. Let's buy every billboard in the country with all the billions of dollars we have and tell people one thing. Their gas prices are too expensive and it's Donald Trump's fault. The stupid war is driven up prices. Donald Trump's tariffs have driven up your prices. Every message is available to us, and for some reason, nobody can seem to get their hands on it. And so if nobody else will do it, I will. I will buy, come here, we'll buy every billboard. We will make sure that everybody knows Donald Trump is the one who is driving up prices. Like, this is what you do. The plan is to get Donald Trump as low as possible so that on the generic ballot, you are D plus 12. And you overwhelm the ways that they have tried to rig it, and make no mistake, they are trying to rig it. I am with you, but you can overwhelm it, but it's going to take the actual work. It's going to take actual work. It's not going to be just tweeting. It's not going to be fighting with each other.
Yeah. Can I just say just this one real quick, one thing. It's just, he's not close to low enough also, by the way.
He's not close to low enough. He can go lower.
I tweeted this Nebraska poll that has Osborne up by 4, which is like kind of encouraging, which is why I posted it. But a friend who's a pollster like texted me, and he's like, here's why I don't like that poll. It's because there's a bunch of
what the fuck? Reich Wing Watch. Did we look at this on stream? Have I seen this before? She's a fraud. Neocon consultant arguing Hassan Piker is too toxic for the Dems has been boosting Destiny. Well, maybe we did look at it on stream. Oh, because she retweeted 2 of my tweets. Oh yeah, Hassan's counter. Oh, and it's all AI too, bro. The AI shit is actually killing me. Those videos that we watched yesterday about the Alberta shit. Oh my god. And then this is AI. Hassan's controversies are largely rhetorical. M dash. Statements seen as offensive that he partially walked back. Destiny's run deeper. He faces an active federal lawsuit over allegedly sharing an explicit video of a woman without her consent. He also mocked Corey Competour. Okay. Destiny's also admitted choking a woman. Destiny has also been more embedded in Democratic politics than Hassan. True.
Undecided still. And he's like, I think that they're all Republicans that just haven't decided yet. And he's like, here's why I think that. And it's because Trump's favorable, and that same poll was at 47 in Nebraska. It's like, that's pretty good. Trump won Nebraska by a lot, and it shows that like we've gained ground. But it's like, to really do things like in a place like Nebraska, like Trump's got to be much lower. Like he's got to be at 39, you know? And like, that's more persuasion.
All right, I want to move us on. I do want to say one thing, just very quickly. So Tim, you said it was a mistake for Biden to shovel all that money into red states.
Yeah. Obviously, in retrospect, I might have said it was.
Sure.
I don't recall.
I agree that in retrospect it was a mistake. But I just want to say that had he not done that, had Biden been more aggressive and not tried to mend fences, then after Kamala Harris lost, we all would have said, oh, well, it's because Biden didn't reach out to red states. This is the problem, right? This is the double bind where the liberal side can't do things the illiberal side can.
Hey,
anyway,
JDL, but on this, the reason that it didn't work isn't because he didn't reach out to them. It's because, and I don't, this is just like hardball politics where, again, it was a mistake. The stuff Biden did, it's all hitting now. All the infrastructure stuff. Like, they didn't play any kind of sort of politics with it, and they probably should have played some politics with it, where it was like, we need to get the benefit of doing this. We need the political benefit. Instead, all the ribbon cutting ceremonies. I mean, you want to get enraged.
We had
watch
one
a local
press conference.
Republican. Yeah, watch the
you
local
do this complaint now,
Republican
you'll hear
vote
Ron Klain and these guys be like, come on, guys, we did that infrastructure tour. And it's like, dude, it wasn't even, you didn't try. You didn't try. Okay. It was probably a mistake even if they did try, to be honest. Like in retrospect, they probably should just put all the jobs into purple states and like really pushed it or whatever, but they also didn't even try. To promote.
All right, so we're gonna finally button up this before we pivot to Iran, but first we gotta have another round.
Don't worry, guys. We'll figure it out. Everything will be okay. Remember, we're gonna win the midterms, guys. We're gonna win the midterms. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. I'll be back tomorrow again at 1 p.m. sharp, like I am every single day. Okay. Be careful. Ribberino, cappuccino, 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 cappuccino. Catch you guys next. Streamerino tomorrow.